We are here, man. It's been another week. Peace, y'all. This is Views from the 7 podcast. This year got Spence. I'm joined with my homeboys, S.O.
Yes, sir.
Skinny.
Yeah.
Wifey.
Ew.
Arm Bundy.
What's good?
What's up, y'all?
You was
What's
ready?
up, man?
Hey.
I knew it was coming. Something coming.
Day two, new shades on, man. You good?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm
right.
good. I'm
All
good. Loco.
All right.
Y'all, I was thinking about on the way here, right? Especially these two right here, because y'all don't be liking to have like deep conversations with y'all daughter and shit.
So we don't like how deep.
Yeah.
Definitely don't.
Right?
I do.
So,
How deep are we going first?
Deep as far as
okay.
what?
What if you was having a conversation with your daughter?
Okay.
Would you be able to take her being in like a poly relationship?
My daughter?
Yeah, because that's a big thing these days.
I hope it's 2 girls.
It's a guy and another girl.
Yeah. I think I'll be cool with that.
Why?
If it get crazy, hopefully they jump the nigga. Get too crazy, they could jump him. And they might win that. They got a shot. They got a shot to fight.
Okay, I understand the logic.
But I think mainly because I'm kind of for whatever with relationship type situations, like
Yeah.
whatever
So
make you happy.
She could bring both of them to the house.
Almost definitely.
Oh,
I prefer a woman to come anyway.
okay.
So the man, I mean, depending on what type of man. It's like what type of nigga we dealing with though. Like are
if
we
he's
dealing
the-
with
like
we dealing
the
with like
dirt bag of
are we
the
dealing with
dirtiest
Jackson?
dirt bags?
we dealing with the Jackson nigga? Like the big buff Jackson nigga? Like are we dealing with the nigga that's manipulating my daughter
The
into this
manipulator.
situation?
The manipulator.
Can you be manipulated into a
No, we dealing with the gangster nigga.
You definitely can be in
Yeah.
a lot of them situations is manipulative.
How so?
A lot of the poly situations,
Yeah, how you manipulating accepting another girlfriend?
same as pimping. I'm convincing you that this is the best lifestyle for you. I'm convincing you that this is what you need in your life. I'm convincing you that this will be better for you in the long run. I'm convincing you that within time, we're going to make the money. We're going to have all the finances. And I'm motivating you more with money than the sexual aspect of the shit. It's definitely manipulated. Pimping and poly can both work the same way. To
Hand
me.
in hand.
Is
It goes hand in hand.
it manipulation if my intent isn't to manipulate, but to actually, like if I genuinely believe this and I'm not trying to manipulate it to you, I'm not trying to manipulate you, but I'm trying to convince you. Because to me, there's a difference between trying to convince somebody and trying to manipulate them.
Is it?
I believe so.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Intent. Like if I genuinely, you know, I think in any aspect, right? Like if you say we're talking about church, there's people who genuinely believe that God is what they've been taught, and there are niggas who I want your money in this collection plate, right?
Right.
So it's your intent. Like, do you genuinely believe in God? And you genuinely believe in the words that are in this book, and you're trying to convince me of that, or are you trying to manipulate me into joining whatever cause it is for whatever reason?
Is that fall under the lines of blind faith?
That's debatable, I guess. I don't have an answer for that. But I'm just saying that to me, there's a difference between manipulating somebody and trying to convince them of something. So if I'm trying to convince you that this is genuinely what I believe the best lifestyle for you and for I don't believe I'm necessarily manipulating you. If I'm doing so knowing that I don't genuinely believe this, or that I'm not genuinely buying into all the aspects of this lifestyle, I'm just trying to use you to get to a certain thing, or I'm trying to use you for your assets or sexual gratification or whatever, then yes, I'm manipulating you. But if I genuinely believe this, I don't think it's manipulation.
I think that falls under the lines of being misled. Don't nobody want to be misled, whether it's a poly relationship or a regular relationship.
I agree
So I
with
think
that.
once you go to the terms of being misled, then that's where the problems will arise.
Damn, these niggas got
Yeah, y'all got real deep on it.
it's higher.
Higher learning.
learning.
I ain't for it. I'm just gonna be honest. Like at the end of the day, my daughters are autonomous beings, so they're gonna choose whatever they feel like choosing.
Yeah.
If you ask me, nah, I ain't for it. And yeah, I'm gonna try to talk you out of it if you ask me. But if not, that's your life. I'm of the mindset now that you kind of like your kids have to make their own mistakes.
That's a fact.
I could tell I could tell you the stove is hot all day long, but sometimes you have to touch it so you understand that the stove really is hot. What my dad was telling me was the correct thing. So now you make an informed decision based on, because to me there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom, right? Wisdom comes with age and experience.
Came in with the
Knowledge and wisdom, for real.
Like you can be book smart, you can have all the knowledge in
And
the
be
world,
stupid.
but not know how to apply it in
Exactly.
real life situations.
doesn't equate to intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
On this same token, though, is that lifestyle within your beliefs anyway? I think that goes in terms too. Like, I'm cool with poly, period, within life.
Yeah.
So, is that, would you be in a poly relationship, or are you more of a monogamy kind of nigga?
I'm a monogamy kind of nigga.
We know the answer, but I was gonna let you lie.
Monogamy with a little cheating on the side.
No,
Monogamy with a little cheating.
It has to feel a certain kind of way. Like the feeling hasn't hit me yet. I'm looking for it
To
though.
be monogamous?
No, to be with the person that I feel like.
Do you want to be a part of my monogamy?
No, I do.
Monogamy for him
Spell
is
monogamy.
you're faithful to me, and I get to see
Right, but
other
you're
women.
non-monogamous.
No, I am monogamous.
You're
I'm not in a relationship to be monogamous to nobody.
non-monogamous.
I'm
There's a lot of
I'm a
non-monogamous
single
people
man
in
moving
monogamous
how
relationships.
single men move. When I get into a relationship, that's why I'm not in a relationship. I haven't felt the energy that says, okay, I want to be with this one person only. When I feel it, I'm definitely gonna take that leap.
That shouldn't be about the other person though. If you're not monogamous, you're not monogamous.
Nigga, we damn near.
Another
about
person
you.
can't
No.
convince you to be monogamous. That's what SO was just talking about. You're convincing.
I have to
trying to
feel it
convince
for
himself that he's monogamous.
Yeah.
I know I don't have to convince myself. It's just I know I'm self-aware enough to know I'm not going to be monogamous to this person.
Have you ever been monogamous in the past?
I have.
Like 100%, like not even saying, "Oh, she pushed me into the arms of the next woman."
Absolutely. Now,
Oh, okay.
was I
How long ago
monogamous
was that?
For the duration of
Like for
That's a
the
different
whole,
story.
yeah.
But I was like, there was a point in my life where I was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with nobody but this one person. Like I want.
If at any part of a relationship you cheated, you can't say you was
I
monogamous.
was
in the
monogamous,
relationship.
and then I wasn't no more.
So you committed to monogamy, and then you was like, "This ain't worth it. Let me go."
No, it's just
She got
kinda
me
like,
messed up.
this is kind of not.
A true monogamous person would have just left that situation.
Yup.
I mean,
Preach.
I'm single, so I did. Well,
No, you didn't leave. Cheating.
I'm out of it. I'm not in it no more. So I mean, potato, right?
Ball.
What is it? Potato.
Potato.
And nigga, who says potato?
Why?
Nobody.
Could you have?
So I'm always going to be like,
Yes, she is.
I'm always going to be supportive, regardless, because I feel like it's very important not to isolate your children. Like if you tell them no, and I know myself, so I know how I was as a kid. If somebody told me no, I'm gonna go and I have to find out myself. Like if you tell me the stove is hot, I'm putting my hand on that bitch, and I want to burn my hand first before I believe you that it's hot. So I know that a little bit of me is in my children as well. So it's like I would be
Boy.
supportive, but I would also ask them, like, you know, especially if it's two women, does she really like women, or is she just solely interested in your man? Because that does make a difference. Because a lot of times women will come into those type of situations and in hopes of being the person that the man leaves with. So are you prepared for all that comes along with that? Like, no matter how you dress it up, you can be super secure. You can be like, you like women, but what are her intentions?
And I think that go with manipulation. If the man can convince this straight woman to get into a relationship with him and another woman, I don't think that's convincing. That's manipulating.
I think a lot of women feel like just because they eat a little bit of pussy that they
Yeah.
gay.
So they can eat
Or that
pussy
they
and not
like
be
women.
gay?
Yeah, but I also don't believe that every poly situation looks exactly the same. I believe there are
True.
situations where I'm in a relationship with both of y'all, but two separate relationships. Like I'm not there's not a bunch of threesomes happening. Like when I'm with you, I'm with you. When I'm with her, I'm with her. We're not doing like a whole threesome thing in that aspect.
And see, and that's
I
where
would
it comes
prefer
back to
that.
the manipulation, because a lot of times it's like, okay, you're okay with having a separate relationship with her and with me, but you're not okay with me going out and having a separate relationship with another man.
But if y'all got,
So it's like, what is it?
I think the term poly is not like a monolith. There are situations where the women don't like interact and have sex with each other.
That's
They do have-
polyamorous, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole
But
bunch
that's a different
of them.
agreement. That's a different,
Polyamorous
and that's
is
like
different.
that's probably one of the not one of the norm type of agreements. Like you rarely see that.
Well, I mean, if a dude got a great enough gift of gab to
Great enough money.
No, to
Yeah,
say
you
like
gotta have
I got two women that don't fuck around with each other, but they have a great relationship, but they're not sexual.
How often do you
dope.
see that?
That's what the
We're not. I mean, we're not
That's a
actually.
gift
We're not
for a
actually
reason.
in
That's
that.
the Mormon version of it, ain't it? Ain't that usually the Mormon version of it?
No,
It's
that's
like I
like
have a bunch of.
polygamy. That's like we are doing this to work towards. I'm marrying both of you.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
And they all in the same household.
That's
No, they be having
polygamy.
different houses. They do be having
So
in
it's
the
all-
Mormons. They
so
do
what's
be
the
having
difference?
different
There's a whole bunch of different polys.
I agree with that.
Normally, people go to either polyamorous or like polygamy.
Yeah, but
There's
the
a-
what
there's
you
a-
see more often than not is like
Fake.
It's fake, and it's
Facts.
It's definitely rooted in sex. A lot of it has nothing to do with financial gain. It has nothing to do like you're not bringing this third person around your children, especially if you already have an established relationship with the first woman. You're not saying, "Oh, this is mommy and daddy's girlfriend." Like that's not really a thing.
The thing that's interesting
Can
about
be.
this whole.
Neo,
But it's not.
Neo doing it. Niggas is killing Neo for that. Telling his children his situation, and they're killing him for
The
that.
thing that's interesting
I think you
to
should,
me
though.
about the situation is for a long period of time this only applied to a certain segment of people. Like, this is like a Utah Mormon thing. Like now that black people kind of got a hold of this lifestyle and are glamorizing it, the conversation looks different.
Why they
Like,
killing Neo?
Black
for that?
people have always
Because
been a part
Neo,
of
Not
you know,
not like
Neo
out
got-
loud though.
Neo came out and said that he are open and honest with his children about what he's doing in the situation. He's like, one day, one of them going to cook you breakfast, and then the other day, the next at night, another one's going to cook you dinner.
So I'll remove
And
my
they're killing
bias.
him for that.
I'll remove my bias, and I'll ask this: if Neo was to come out and say he was gay, which he's not gay to our knowledge, but if he was to come out and say he was gay, people would support that. And he was like, if I was gay, I would tell my kids this. So now he's saying that he's in a poly relationship. He tells his kids that people want to give him flack for it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But I think you I don't know. I think we do it a lot, right? Like my kids have met multiple women.
Likewise.
So and it wasn't me being like, "Oh, yeah, like
ain't
this
on
is
that
like
one.
you know what's going on." So I prefer that knowledge for my
Well,
kids to know.
what- I mean,
I prefer it.
I-
now, at first I didn't know what I was doing.
I get that part, Ivan. I get that part, and from somebody from the outside looking in, I would probably deem them as kind of like weird if every nigga you fucking with meet your kids, right? But if I'm the one I need to see how you are around my children to see if we are
I
even
agree.
compatible. A lot of motherfuckers, they'll get into a relationship and they see eye to eye on everything, and then once children get involved, y'all
agree.
see eye to eye on nothing.
So that's on the
Yeah.
person
You know
that's
what I
dating
mean?
the person.
But again, that's a different conversation. Are we considering being in a relationship, or is this
But
somebody I'm fucking with?
sometimes when the children get involved, the two of you are too far deep in to remove yourselves.
so not a good
So
judge
then
character.
here comes
Not necessarily. It should,
not
you,
a judge
you,
of character. You don't know until you know.
you shouldn't be though,
Facts.
because at the end of the day, when shit hit the fan, you know, like I know, we're both choosing our own children. So it's not gonna be too deep.
It's not about choosing the children. It's about compatibility. Is my parenting compatible with your parenting? Sometimes
That's
we
a
on
real
two
question.
different planets when it come to parenting. And if we ain't compatible, then this ain't gonna work.
I agree.
Facts.
But normally you don't find that shit out until we already in the home together.
Yeah.
Whose fault is that though?
Ours.
How?
But
Yeah,
that
it
goes
is.
towards the arguments when niggas be like, you ain't gonna be around my kids until we get serious, or I'm not gonna. You see the women you see the women on the internet doing it all the time. I'm not going to be doing wifely duties to somebody that I'm not married to. Bitch, how do I know you can even do these wifely duties if I ain't seen them?
And I don't think it's not
A lot of that be lies though.
But
That's a fair
we're
question.
men though. Men
lot
don't.
of it
I
be
don't.
lies.
It be lies. It should sound good. For social
Especially
media. We
like
know that.
especially single mothers too that be like, oh, everybody not gonna meet my kids, but then you see somebody they get a little bit serious, and then the next thing you know, they out having
No, bitch. I don't want to see them kids.
daddy
Man,
kid dates.
I look at it like you can be the you
And
can
I've
be the
seen your
friend.
son play. You fucking for playing time. All your son coaches is all getting their pussy.
Right.
I've seen your son on the court. I've seen him on the field.
Eddie,
trash
we know
on
he's
the
sorry.
court.
You know he fuck.
And
You
we
know
know
you
he's
fucking.
sorry.
He got the free throw line with his hands on his hips.
Got the
bowling and shit.
freshest
He don't even supposed to be out here. Why he getting playing time?
He got the freshest lineup out of everybody.
Cuz.
The barber and the coach.
Absolutely. I got your tip in the parking lot.
But
my
me?
nigga.
Bitch, you are an abomination.
I look at it like you introduce your kids to damn near everybody, and then you be like, oh, because I'm having sex with you, you can't be my kid. Or because I want to have sex with you, I think I might have sex with you, you can't be my kid. Like, your girl, whatever, right? She can meet a new friend tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's not going to say, hey, you can't meet my kid because you're just my new friend. Your new friend fuck kids too. You don't know.
That could be weird.
It could-
Absolutely.
that new woman that you just met could be a pedophile. You don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
So
fact.
you already cool with leaving people around your kid, but now because of I'm fucking with somebody that you don't know, it's an issue. You didn't know that person either.
Preach.
Like I'm gonna protect my child no matter who is around my child. My job is to protect my child. You play anything crazy with my child. If I see anything abnormal, I'm willing to die in this situation behind my kid. So like I said, I don't feel there's no difference in you meeting a new friend or me meeting a new woman. I don't feel there's no difference.
Do you bring
now.
all your friends around your kids too, though?
I don't. I don't bring every woman around my kids either.
But I
But
think
what I'm saying is, I don't think it's no different.
If you just fucking on this bitch and et cetera, y'all just kicking it, y'all just having fun, that's one thing. But if you're actually pursuing somebody in a relationship, then you need to see this person in all aspects. I remember when I was fucking on a chick back in the day that I was actually liking, and she came to me with like, how much do you make a year?
Was this the prostitute?
How are you on your finances? And I was offended. Bitch, are you fucking crazy? But then now I'm starting to I understand now, like, again, we ain't even talk about parenting no more. You get with somebody that's bad with finances and you talking about combining some shit and y'all got like, you gonna be in hell.
This wasn't a streetwalker, was it?
No.
Okay.
Does the stage, does the age of the kids matter? Because to me, my kids are older. My kids aren't. If I meet somebody, my kids aren't looking for another parent. My youngest is 13. Like, she damn near out of the house. I got 5 years left, so I'm not looking for somebody to help me raise her either. Like, if we're in a relationship, you here for me.
But no one.
You're not here. I don't need you to be here for them. My son is a grown man. My one is 2 years out of 2 years away from graduating high school. The other one's 13, and they have a good relationship with their mother.
Yeah.
So any relationship I get into, I'm not necessarily looking for somebody to help me raise my kids because my kids are damn near raised.
Yeah, but when part of laying down the foundation of your household is having somebody else on the other side that can hold down your household, and part of that is being there for your kids. Whether your kids need another mom or not is not really up to them when they are in your household. Can this woman hold it down when dad is at work or when dad is doing something else? Can this woman hold it down? Because at some point you're going to need her. Are they going to need her for something in your household? They don't have to look at her for a mom to see that she can be there for them. This ain't about a comparison or being competitive. It's under my roof. Can this woman I'm with hold it down? And if, in my opinion, even though I don't like using the words, a real woman, that wouldn't even be no question. This is our household. What we gonna do under this roof? This ain't even, if you thinking about the outside and you thinking about this woman, then you in trouble. You know what I mean? You in trouble.
So how would you be okay?
Bitch, you're an abomination.
Wait, what? No, I'm saying,
kid?
would you be okay if your kid came home with?
Bitch, you are an abomination. Do you hear me?
Go say to your kid.
You are an abomination.
If they want to be in a poly relationship?
You are an abomination.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying, if it's
How?
is it okay for you though? If you and wifey go find a girlfriend right now, that's fine.
See, this is where me and wifey differ, right?
In parenting and everything.
No. This is where me and wifey differ. Now, I'm into beautiful women. That's what me and wifey have in common,
Okay.
right? But emotionally, if I go there, it's hard for me to go back. Wifey can be like, nigga, we done. I don't give a fuck what we said, what we did. This is over. That's hard for me. So I'm cool with the fucking aspect. I can handle the fucking aspect.
Nigga, I be like, no.
Yeah, I can handle the fucking
She got me
aspect of
fucked
it.
up.
Now,
But you're not bringing another woman completely in your home, is what I'm asking.
oh no,
No.
I got.
Why not? The more the merrier.
Because what a lot of dudes do is that they they get another woman to fill in the blank spots in
That's where
their
they fuck
marriage
up at.
that your woman isn't.
You bring
fulfilling.
another woman to take the lighten the load off of you two.
I don't need that though. I ain't got no hoes.
Our kids are old too.
You know what I'm
we only have
saying?
one
We ain't got no
little baby.
hoes.
Okay.
We don't got. I don't need nothing for you to. I don't got nothing for you to fulfill. You are an addition. We here to kick it. Now, if wifey say, "Okay, this is going to be our girlfriend," that's when we start looking at shit different.
Okay.
I'm cool. I'm cool with fucking.
But you're not
Cool
trying to
with
bring
fucking.
nobody in the house.
I'm cool with having a good time. I'm not really trying to deal with the emotions. I don't need you around kids.
But
I
as a
don't
man, it's our duty to conquer. So if we conquer another person, so to speak, isn't that like a sign of
duty
like
to conquer
being a
sound
man of
crazy.
means?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know
I'm not trying to.
Tequila
I'm not
talking right
trying to.
now.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
conquer.
Like
Stuff
Conan
you
like a
do with
motherfucker, boy.
I'm not trying to conquer nothing, and I'm not trying to fill any holes with somebody else. Me and wifey are good.
You're lightening the load.
I don't need you to
Pause.
light nothing. We good. That's where the problems come in at. And that's when you fuck around and you get somebody that you start to give them some and you start to give them a little bit of more and they can start to see the holes in your relationship.
Yeah.
That's when they feel like they can come in and
Developing social
Start doing
equity
weird
in
and
stuff.
divide and conquer and start
Yeah.
doing weird shit. That's when you open the door for that type of shit. This is you are an addition. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think-
So what if
and
your
I
child
think-
feels similarly though? What if your child just wants to be an addition? Like I'm not looking for nothing
Oh
serious.
man, fuck anybody you want to fuck with.
But you're
Fuck
not bringing
any-
both of them in the house.
Just
They can't come to
They can't
Thanksgiving
come
dinner.
over.
and I'm old school, right?
How?
I'm saying
That nigga is. Nah.
I'm very
How
very
you
old
old school, but you open to that idea though?
No, I'm saying I'm old school and I vet people. And
Right.
it takes a long time. My home is my castle. That is my safe space. For me to be comfortable with you coming in my home takes a lot. And it took a lot for me to meet my daughter's boyfriend, and my daughter's been with this dude for some years now. I vet people. I don't trust too many niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I did it with my son because I felt bad.
He be
And that
burning
shit
us,
was over
though.
with in like 2 days.
He be burning us.
So I was like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I'm still old school
He's
to where
always romantic. Like what?
yeah, I'm
He
still
be in love
old
with
school to
everybody.
where if you bring if you remember back in the day, man, if you meet my parents, that meant something.
Absolutely.
That meant something.
Them days is
that
done.
still means something to me though. That shit could be done.
Yeah.
It could be done in society, but
That
that
ain't
shit
never
still
been a thing with me.
that shit means something to me.
Yeah, I get it.
don't want to. If you just fucking on somebody and y'all having like a high school fling and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I don't need to meet this person.
Right.
What
I
does
know
that
my
mean?
kids out there fucking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Come on, man. We ain't seen.
Yeah.
How do y'all how do you accept that? Like, how do you wrap your head around? Like, I know my kids is fucking.
Don't bring no kids home.
That's
Don't.
all. That's the only rule.
That's
Don't be a hoe. My mama told me, don't. If you're gonna be a hoe, be a good hoe, and don't have no kids you can't afford.
I would stress myself out thinking about what my children are doing in the real world.
And I roll with that.
Yeah.
I know
I
they
get
out
it,
there
yeah.
fucking, and I know they probably out there doing
Being
shit that I
fucking.
wouldn't. I would just hope that the shit that we taught them at some point, when the shit hits the fan and is real fucking serious, that's when the morals and the values and the things we taught you come into play. You know what I mean? I was out. When I was a kid, I was out there fucking up, but at some point,
It's stuck.
it came to a head to where you go this way, your life has changed forever.
But how much
Or you
quote
go
unquote
home.
damage was done before you came to that point?
Oh, I mean, as far as my childhood and my youth goes, I was fucking up a lot. But again, when it came to something serious, all my partners, my best friends, they all did decades in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when it came head to head to where either you go, so you go, your life is gonna change forever, or go home. When that moment came, I decided to go home. And next thing you know, I'm the only one that I'm kicking it with that's not in prison.
I get that.
You know what I mean? So that's when it was like, when it gets serious enough, that's when you got to be like, okay,
I don't think
this
me,
is what my parents taught me.
I don't think me and my parents was ever a thing of like feeling special for nobody. Me and my dad probably.
Was
You
it
didn't meet my
everybody got
dad.
to meet the parents?
My mama?
Yeah.
For sure.
Really?
For sure. Everybody met moms.
But you know what? Like,
They didn't meet my
moms
pops,
of
though.
boys, like they go with whatever. Like that's why I used to always tell my friends, like, don't feel special.
My
if
mom
you-
didn't
if
go
you meet a
whatever
mama.
though. My mom told on me.
She would tell on you.
What?
So
She
she a
down
good
you
mom.
out?
Because
My
I'm
mom
like,
definitely
I'm
was
telling
that.
on
She
my
didn't
sons.
go with
I don't
everything.
care.
She didn't go
Don't
with
bring
it.
everybody over here.
She didn't go with it, but it helped me be honest. Like knowing my mom gonna tell it, I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
How she
Anyway.
tell you? What you call like one chick the other chick name or something, or be like, this ain't the same chick you had over Wednesday, and you had a whole nother chick or something like that.
No, like whoever my main was, she would literally say like, I can't wait until she come over so I could tell her you had her over here, right in front of the girl. Like my mom was that.
Ooh,
That's
my
how you're
pops-
supposed to be.
hating
I
right
think
there.
that's
I
how you're
love
supposed
it.
to be as a mom.
My pops
It didn't work. But
My pops tell me. My pops used to. Is this nigga all right?
I don't know, man.
Sick.
Nigga, short's too
You
short.
all right?
That is.
My pops tell me the same
got
shit I used to
gas.
tell my son.
He got
Yeah, that's a lot of
So
stomach.
happy.
It's a lot of
lot of
C4
air
in
in
there.
there.
That's
But
saber-tooth fart right there.
my pops tell me the same shit that I told my son. I was telling my son, and he ain't listening. I ain't listening either. It's just, fam, you so young, man. Why you want to be in it? Like, just kick it.
Yeah.
Just do your thing. Why do you want to be in a relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Your dad always told you. He
And I
told
ain't
you to
listen.
send me back to California. Like,
Yeah.
he always be like,
salute to your pops, man. That's my guy. He called me
he
not so long
always
ago. That's
be
my guy,
like,
man.
son. He cool, hella cool.
Oh,
But
your pops?
his dad.
Oh,
yeah, he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Your
no,
daddy
she used
was
to go
here, I
back to
heard.
California, but
Yeah,
we stuck it
yes.
out. Look at us. We made it.
Yeah. My pops wasn't. I don't know. My pops was always like cool. He didn't give no relationship advice though. My
When it
pops
comes
didn't
to
have no
relationship advice, how much of an influence y'all dads had on y'all lives?
0.
Preach. 0.
What?
I got to get that nigga
I
advice.
actually think my mom and dad.
ass.
My dad probably wrote my book.
Did terrible for me.
What?
In
Terrible. It's
relationship wise.
crazy.
Because sometimes see this is the thing. This is the thing though. My parents were young when they had me, right? So in essence, I'm growing up with my parents.
How old?
And
Like 17, 18.
My mom was 17,
Oh,
They
18.
were little.
shit.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, my
young.
mom was 17, my dad was 18, right? But I'm growing up and I'm seeing all the bullshit. I'm seeing them fighting, I'm seeing all this shit. But they always stuck together. So when I came to be where it was time for me to, I'm exploring relationships, times that I should have walked away, I
didn't.
stuck with it because that's all I
You
knew.
thought that's all you were supposed to do. Yeah, I get it.
And that ain't work too good for me.
I was the total opposite. My mom always left. She was like,
Always
fuck
left.
it. Yeah, hell yeah. Like my mom was married 3 times. Like no,
J-Lo.
she was married 3 times, and anytime like she was done with some shit, she always left. But she always had like her own like financial security and things like that. So it was just kind of like,
She
if
wanted
it's
to
not
put it
working
on.
out,
Yeah,
then
I'm
I'll
out.
leave. But I feel like because of that, it kind of made me want to hold on to things for longer than what I probably should have in a lot of my past relationships.
You feel like you lack stability because you saw her going through that and knowing that she could leave at the drop of
Not
a
at
dime?
all, because I feel like, so it was kind of like, kind of like two different things that I took from it. It's kind of where that you can get through some shit no matter what is going on. You can absolutely get through it. You can survive it if you want to do that. But then I did also want stability. Like I want to be in a relationship. I want to be with somebody that I actually love, and I want to stick the shit out. Like I don't want to just that to be the first thought. As soon as it's not working out, now I'm out of here. Like I'm packing up the whole house, U-Haul, we all gone, and on to the next chapter.
I get it.
Yeah.
Moms wasn't fucking with me either. So.
She did at the end. You always tell that story, but at the end she did.
Moms
That's all
wasn't
that
fucking
matters,
with me.
man.
At the end she did. Like, because at first, I think for her it was such a culture shock. Like it was not a culture shock, but it was a shock because it was like, okay, I'm leaving.
She ain't tell nobody.
How long did you know her mom before?
We moved very fast.
But they hated me because she didn't tell nobody and she got the fuck up out of there.
Because I knew if I would have told them, like it would have been, they would have tried to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
So I was so gung-ho because with my mother, like she was the type of woman that anytime like we needed help with something, she always took care of it. Like with my kids, I never had a babysitter from the time that they were born through the time that I moved to Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
So I never really had to be an adult because she always had my back. Like maybe too much. Like she never kind of like pushed me out there like, hey, like girl, you are an adult. You need to be taken care of. I never had that experience. So when I met him, it was kind of like, I want to I want to take my own lane. Like, I don't want you to talk me out of this, and I'm going to go. And that's what I did, and everybody was upset. But at the end, like right before she passed, I think the same year that she passed, we had went out there that March before she
So
passed
you kind of
away.
helped him become the villain.
I did.
Oh my God.
It was fucked up. It was fucked up. I'm not even. And he knows that.
Yeah.
Like it was really, the whole situation was fucked up. But I had to, like, in order for me to, because they were like, no, you need to get your own place. Like she had told me, she was like, before you move out there, you need to get a job and get your own place. It was all sound advice. However,
Do you think
I'm one of those kids that got to put my hand on the hot stove. So it was just like, okay, and now I'm about to pack my Jeep up and we finna move out.
Do you think she was projecting some of the things she went through onto you to make sure
she was trying to save me. She was trying to save me.
I get it.
But it worked out. And towards the end, like I said, we had went out there the March before she passed away in 2015.
In March?
Huh?
She passed in March.
No, she passed away in August, a week after my birthday.
Okay.
But that March we had went out there. Me and him had actually went out there to visit my family. And she told him, she was like, I know that you'll take care of my daughter if something were to happen to me.
That's good.
So she didn't hate. She was mad because of how I moved, but it had nothing to do with him. It had everything to do with me.
Which makes sense.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What?
That
She
happened.
adjusted, and
Well,
she got that out before.
Well, she had
She
cooked.
did.
She had cooked for me and shit. I remember when she first came out here and shit. Right, she had cooked for me, and she had posted a plate on the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
and her mom would get on there like, "Are you serious?" Bro, all I'm doing is working and coming home, nigga. Niggas is hating me, bro. I be out the way. I ain't doing shit.
It
I've
was
never had a
100% because of me.
I've never had a situation where the mom didn't like me. I've never had that situation.
I think she would have 100% liked him if he was in San Diego. And I didn't have to move away to like, but she did the same thing. Like my mom literally, she moved from our small town. We grew up in Banning, California. And then she moved to San Diego to have her own like separate life away from everybody. So she literally did the same
But
thing.
she did.
Well,
Did
that
she
shit
do
is
it? Did she
like
go to a
fucking-
man or did she go for her
No,
own?
she had her own
Yeah,
shit.
so that's different.
She had her own shit.
I think she probably would have respected if it was like, oh, I'm going to Vegas. I just want to explore Vegas. She'd
Yeah.
probably be like, oh,
I
okay.
fucked it up. I did.
I fucked it up. I did. No, I respect. Like I said, I don't know of nobody who mom just didn't shit. Majority of my exes right now, they
Dan in
moms-
California, that's you right
They
there in
mom is
Mexico.
probably.
Bannon is not it's not by Mexico.
It's right there. I've never heard of Bannon until just now. I just googled
It's a very little
that shit
town.
right there at the bottom of California.
It's by
It's like
like
Pet
Palm,
Cemetery,
by
bro.
like Palm Springs. Like it's a very small
Nah,
town.
you like about 50 miles from Mexico.
No, San Diego is like right by Mexico, but
Y'all
Bannon
next
is
to
like,
y'all next to San Diego. That's crazy.
But yeah, man. You know what? I'm kind of joking, but I'm not kind of joking. I'll be pissed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, are you
What's
that
good
much
for
of
the
a
goose is
fucking
not good for
loser?
the gander.
Not good for the game.
What if your kids came with in a poly relationship?
Yeah.
I don't think so, bro.
Would it be different if it's your son that came with the poly relationship?
Oh,
because right now he's definitely talking about the girls.
My son
Could wholeheartedly
is
tell he's talking about the girls. Lover boy.
My son is he just needs to grow up a little bit. I don't know if I want to call he's hopeless romantic or hoes that want to be in love.
elaborate.
Hopeless romantic?
Yeah, that want to be whole.
Oh, you just want to be in a relationship and you were willing to go through as many as you need to. I think my son has mother issues and hides it up by being in different
Ooh.
relationships.
Do you
So
think,
it's like you get into a relationship, right, because you want the loving that you would feel from your mom. And then once you feel like you've had a piece of it, you're ready to move on to the next. And I think that's kind of where I feel like my son is right now. You
you
know?
that.
do you think mommy issues are worse than daddy issues?
Hell yeah.
Do you think that's genetics and it probably come from his mother's side of the family?
It's us.
I can see that.
What the fuck you mean?
I can see
It
that.
ain't mine.
I know that. I can see
I ain't
that.
never been into the. You know what? I've had long relationships, but I've never been the boyfriend girlfriend dude. Never.
How did you have long relationships and never been a boyfriend girlfriend dude?
Because I took the condom off, and that shit.
And that put you in a relationship?
Hell yeah, it did.
Catapulted him into a
What?
relationship.
Boy, I I was not into the boyfriend girlfriend thing, and then I was convinced to take the condom off, and the nigga fell in love. Boy, I ain't never felt no pussy.
I'm so confused on how that happened.
Good
Sounds
hoe.
like a boyfriend
Don't have no
girlfriend
kids you
thing.
can't afford.
What?
Tell you.
Taking
go
the
back to
condom off.
I mean, I can count on one hand how many actual boyfriends. Whoa.
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 I
Pause.
can,
Pause.
yeah, that's crazy. I can count on one hand how many boyfriend girlfriend relationships I've been in, where you can say this. I'm a boyfriend.
Bro,
that's my
you-
girlfriend.
How old are you right now?
35, ain't it?
36.
No,
You know, he just turned 30. No, just
Exactly. You're 36.
Yes.
You've been in this relationship how long?
About 12
Well,
years.
Boy, don't bring that up. 'cause he be like, you've been with, I've been with you all my life.
that dates it back to you was 24 when you got into this relationship.
Correct.
What was your relationship before that? Because you don't have much time of a relationship, right? Your first kid was born when you was what, 18?
Come on, Stan.
17. He
Your
was
first kid was
17.
born when you
She was pregnant when I was 16.
Yeah, but she had him when you were 17.
17.
So you in your first relationship when you 16
So,
on an accident.
so
That's only 8 years. That's only 8 years before you became
Boy, he done
into
had
a
a
married
marriage and
situation.
everything between
So you only
years.
had 8 years of a life. So
And
if
they
you got 3 girlfriends, that's a lot.
He got a
I didn't
divorce
have
under his
8
belt.
years.
Hell.
I didn't have 8 years. I think I got a year and a half of like straight just singleness.
That's it. So
That
that means
shit
you.
sucks.
So you're the
How long was
boyfriend
your whole
nigga.
phase?
You are clearly the boyfriend
It
dude.
was like a year and a half, and I fell out of love with sex because of it.
I think his whole phase was before he had kids.
Oh, you Will
Like he was a
Smith.
kid.
No, it wasn't.
It was before you had kids or after?
It was like the
He Will Smith.
I had a nice window between
It made you want to
like
vomit.
late 2011 to 2000, almost 13.
But that's
Well,
what
we
I'm
got-
saying.
oh, yeah, 'cause
so
he was
you really a
definitely in his
girl.
whole
You really
phase
a
when we got
girlfriend
together.
boyfriend nigga.
I just had long relationships.
Nigga, a long relationship means you was a boyfriend for a long time.
No,
He was
I didn't
actually a
keep
husband.
I
He was
didn't-
actually a
Yeah,
husband.
he was
He's
a
been a-
husband too.
He was a
My first
husband
one,
before
come on,
me.
dude. My first one, I was married for 24 hours. Come on, man. I was married for 24 hours. That shit don't count.
It do
That
count.
shit don't fucking
Shada
count.
said it.
He was actually a husband. Yeah.
I was married for 24 hours. I knew fast that this I done fucked up.
How long was the first marriage?
24 hours.
A day?
I knew within 24 hours this shit is over.
What happened in 24 hours prior to that? Because like, how was this shit all good? And then all of a sudden, 24 hours.
You
later,
realize
this is
you
all
in
bad.
love until you government back, nigga, and it's like,
That's crazy.
yeah, this ain't what this is supposed to.
How long was you
Was your
married
first
before
marriage
you
with,
knew?
with the?
How long
I
was
did.
it before I
Your
knew
first
what?
I mean, the mother. of your
Father of your first.
That's
Oh.
The
crazy.
mother of your first kid. My
No.
bad.
Second.
Don't take no more liquor.
Third.
All right, no more liquor. I'm done. Finish the cup.
That's your third baby.
Oh shit!
You were
My
tripping.
other two are twins, so
They're Irish
I call 'em
twins.
twins.
Yeah,
What's
but
Irish twins?
because
They
one was
like
born in
ghetto
my son
twins.
my son was born in
two
March.
baby
and
mamas
then my
within the
son-
same year.
My son was born
They
in
both
July.
pregnant at the same time.
Them
Yeah,
ghetto,
ghetto
twins.
twins.
Yeah.
March 22nd and July 1st.
Nigga, that's ghetto twins.
I call them twins.
Irish twins.
Oh, but Irish twins. I never heard Irish twins. I heard ghetto
Irish
twins.
is like 11 months apart.
I didn't know
Irish
the
twins are
Irish
ghetto-
twins was a thing. I always know ghetto twins.
I was young.
Yeah.
I was very, very young.
That is
I was very
crazy.
So
young.
they graduated high school at the same time, or they on pace to graduate high school at the same time?
Well, one of our babies passed.
He passed away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they would have been the same.
They would have,
They
yeah,
would've
same
been,
year.
I'd have been.
Damn.
Yeah. Young, man. That's young dick, man.
I get
Young
it.
dick.
I get it.
That's crazy.
I didn't think I could have any more kids. I don't know why I didn't, but
Why did you just randomly thought that you couldn't have no more kids?
because you know, like when you come in somebody, I'm young, bro.
You
So,
had
know-
you had kids though. It's
But
not
I'm saying, like, you
didn't
know, when
have
you
zero
young and you
kids.
fuck around and you come in somebody and she ain't gonna get pregnant and you
I
come
ain't
in there
gonna get
again
pregnant.
and
It
she
ain't
don't
my
get
cycle.
pregnant and then
Oh,
she
you fell for the
and
trap.
I'm like, oh shit,
Nigga,
I
that
can't
shit
have
is
no more.
They teach you that in biology though.
Yeah.
No,
you
but
learn that early.
But it took us a very long time to get pregnant after his last baby. Like it took us how long? Maybe
Very
after
long.
we were trying, like 2 or 3 years to actually a full year. I would say after we started trying.
Nigga, he got kids. He can make
I
another
know,
one probably
but,
right now.
But they do say like there is something that happens to where you can like be infertile after having children. That's a real thing.
Only
Look at his blood pressure.
only two of my actual
He
were
was still
actually
little.
planned. Like I actually wanted.
I don't know. My shit be.
He said,
Excellent condition.
Ski, dog.
What the
I
fuck?
only had two like I actually wanted. Real shit.
"Oh,
I think I got a
God."
pre-com baby. My shit. So.
I love my kids, but
No, I
mean,
only got two that I wanted too.
It's
So
not.
figuring.
I'm not
What
gonna
is
lie.
happening right now?
I mean, no, I'm saying.
I mean, like,
bro, I'm
planned.
being honest.
Okay, planned.
Only have
Let's
two
say
that
that
planned.
that you planned.
I
That you
actually
actively tried.
What? I absolutely was knocking on Uncle Charles' window when I found out two was pregnant. What?
Yeah, I definitely attempted some. You sure you don't want to get that abortion?
Ooh.
But I love the shit out of my babies though.
Yeah, they made it. You gotta love them.
Yeah.
I know your last one was definitely planned.
I had two that was
we worked
playing.
very hard.
Cover
for
that
him.
450.
Ivan, you over there hella quiet.
Hey, I'm with Ivan.
Ivan, how many of yours was playing, bro?
I had that 450.
What?
The one was playing.
See?
Yeah.
The middle?
The middle one she was
Yeah.
playing.
Damn.
The last one, she still owed me some more pussy for that because there's no way we wasn't having enough sex for her that got pregnant again.
I definitely think I got a pre-com baby.
Yeah, you know me.
Pre-com, baby.
You,
That's why you don't never. Hey, I'm not putting
Like
it
I
in.
did everything I was supposed
I'm not
to do.
putting it in unless you suck it, bro.
it's some
That's against the rules. That's
So you got to rub one out before you go
that
in.
shit. No,
raw
I'm
like
not doing that. I ain't built for that no more.
Hey,
Hell no.
you got to get one out before you go in raw.
I ain't built for that no
I
more.
definitely only have one plan, baby. One plan.
Damn.
And that was the last one, yeah. I was young with my other two. Like, who the fuck want to be a mom at 19, about to be 20?
I
What?
cried.
No.
I cried when I got pregnant.
That's why you ain't
Did
aborted.
you?
What? I didn't even
Because
pull
I
out. I
just
just
didn't
started
want to.
crying as soon as I came.
Try one. Which one got baby?
When my son was born, when I conceived him, I started crying right in the pussy.
I swear to God, I
You
was.
said you didn't know it first.
I didn't know he was mine. But like when I came, I was like, she had been asking me to take the condom off, and I just was like, nah.
You fell for it, huh?
That
You
was
fell
me,
for
bro.
it.
One day I fell
was
for it.
me.
And
I was getting-
I came and
Condom
started
off. I'm
crying. She's
saying.
like,
I
what's
was
wrong
getting
with
on my
you?
cycle.
I was getting my dick.
right on
I
the
was getting
bed.
my dick sucked with condoms on and everything.
Oh,
Get
you a
dick
John?
sucking condoms.
And
You a John?
This one chick.
You a
this one-
John like a motherfucker?
Hey, I was not playing. And then this one
Oh, the
chick,
highway
right
blow
this
there.
down
one
right
chick that
there.
I wanted so bad because I heard she had fire head. She was like, I'm not sucking your dick with a condom on. And she took it off and it
Rightfully
ruined my
so.
life.
Never looked back, huh?
I never fucking looked back. It ruined my life.
That's peak trick behavior.
Dick sucking with a condom on is.
That's peak trick behavior.
Bro, I was fucking scared. I didn't want nothing.
You was a John, as Ivan said.
I didn't want nothing.
That is some John.
I didn't want nothing. I didn't want no kids.
You
I didn't
didn't
want
feel
nothing to
peer
do with
pressure?
none of that. But I really wanted her so bad, and then it
And
wasn't even worth it.
she really wanted you so bad too. The ones that was sucking it with a condom, because that shit tastes nasty.
Yeah, she just
Oh,
got
I was-
all rubber in the
my
mouth.
Oh, you can get some rubber here too?
No, but I've tasted it after the rubber was taken off, and that shit is nasty. It's like, ugh.
Oh, you sucking it?
You shaking your
the-
head
after?
You can get some,
Yeah, that's
you can get
crazy.
some,
Don't
you can
touch
get
me.
some condom head.
Maybe.
I don't want. Don't touch me. If the condom comes off, that means I came. Don't touch me.
Hey, we in.
Oh,
If the
okay.
condom come
Now,
out,
now it's getting real
we go
judgy.
together.
It's getting weird.
It's getting weird,
It's getting
Jesse.
real judgy. I
don't
don't
even
know
judge.
what happened right there.
Once I release, don't touch me. I'm cool.
No, I didn't. I didn't pull the condom
Maybe
off.
we was
I didn't
going
pull
for
the condom
second
off
round,
before
like,
getting the
what?
nut, and
What sense is that?
Maybe we
make?
was going for round two.
Yeah.
because I wanted the nut in her mouth.
Oh, okay.
That-
So
that's
if I
the
gotta,
thing.
if I gotta pull this thing off for you to, yeah,
That's a thing.
that's a thing. It happened.
At the end, after you have
He
sex,
was having
yeah.
sex with the condom on and took it off to come in their mouth.
Yes, that has happened.
Because he was
before.
protecting himself.
You got
He
a
wasn't
good
caring about her.
diligence right there, cause
Like, that's
This was making sure I ain't had no baby. She not getting pregnant by the mouth.
shit.
This is
When I
me making
go
sure
in,
I
I'm
don't
going
kid.
in.
I want to cuddle myself. Don't touch me after I come. I'm cool.
I feel you.
But did I say peace, y'all yet?
No.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, we
Yes, I
did.
did.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I
did.
did.
We did the intro right on top.
Before we get into the show, man.
What?
What the fuck was
We
we
already
in?
went to the show.
No, I do want
Where
to peace to the legend, man, Angie Stone, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
fucked up. You know she did the theme song to Girlfriends?
Yes.
I just found that out yesterday.
Literally the
I'm
only
not gonna
person
sit up.
that
I
didn't
know
know
she
that.
was a legend. She did a
Fuck
lot of
me up.
I
writing.
didn't know that.
She did a lot of writing. She was very,
I
very
never
talented.
knew that,
But I'm
bro.
not gonna sit up here and act like I was.
I didn't know.
You can't hear it?
No, I heard it after they said it.
Now that you say
And
it,
Girlfriends
yeah.
is like my favorite show. Like I never
you
knew that
gay,
till yesterday.
gay.
I'm not a.
Huh? I'm pandering.
Say you were gay, bro.
Hey, no.
Girlfriend.
That's my shit, bro.
That's crazy.
That's my shit, man. Hey, because I always root for William. William had all the bad bitches on there.
You was not watching the show for
He had
William.
Lynn. He had Joan.
You know the name.
He had.
This nigga really watches
Hey, he had
Girlfriends.
Jill Scott. He had the two fiancés, the one he didn't marry, the one he did marry. Hey, William had a good lineup. Huh?
You know all the plot
I thought I was
lines.
bad watching
Yeah.
Will and Grace.
I fuck with
This might take-
Girlfriends
this
as
might
a
take
straight
the
man.
Do you
I
know?
don't know if you a straight man. Though.
Do you know how I know you're gay?
How? Fuck y'all, man. I fuck with girlfriends, but hey,
because you watch
that was a good
Girlfriends.
show. I hated
That's
how
like
it ended.
really a thing. Like
Yeah, that was the shit.
No, it wasn't the shit.
It was not the
Man,
shit.
y'all
And
was
why is
missing out,
William
man.
your favorite character?
William, I rooted for William. 'Cause
William
was getting all the
was
sneak
not
pussy.
getting no pussy for real.
William was getting all the
William
sneak
was fucking
pussy.
the niggas.
William had the baddest line.
Ain't the dude William gay in real life?
No, he
I
not.
think
He
so.
just
Think
big.
about Ogilvy. Ogilvy
Oh,
gay.
that's
right?
No,
William
I'm
came
thinking
up.
about William.
No.
I know William. I know
No,
William.
William was
And
straight in
William
real
was not
life.
fucking
He
bitches
just
for real.
different.
But
He
yeah,
built
man. No, peace to her,
No
man.
disrespect.
It's been a lot of fucking so a lot of people passing lately, man.
Yeah, now we gotta go through the conspiracy
that
theory
vaccine.
of Angie Stone now.
I mean, these people
Yeah.
dying that never died
I seen
before.
that.
See, this is this is we've had this conversation before, right? And this is where I was like, in the age of the internet, you really have no control over what your legacy is.
Exactly.
Like, she's still in the Prius, and they talking about she was grooming and shit. I ain't know nothing about none of this shit.
Who Angie Stone?
Yeah,
Like
D'Angelo?
D'Angelo.
she got D'Angelo when he was very young.
How old was she?
She was 30. He was
She died
19.
at like 62.
Oh, she
Wait.
dated him.
She was in her 60s.
She dated him.
She
She
was
like 61,
She
62.
helped write on
Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
Like she's
she was 30. He was 19.
But they met when she was around.
Something
when
around
he was
that
around
area.
17. Brown Sugar started when he was
Oh, so
17.
yeah, that sound like grooming.
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
doing that.
come on now.
man.
You seen a son?
Ooh,
That nigga look like a mistake, baby.
he looked like he wasn't supposed to make it.
Oh God.
Nigga got the black forehead.
I said, boy,
Look at that nigga you say.
that is why
Rest in peace to the
D'Angelo
legend.
disappeared, nigga.
Rest in peace
Look
to
at
the
that nigga
legend.
you say.
Can
Your
you
mama-
imagine?
Your mom was definitely a pedophile.
That's why them love songs was hidden that he was writing, because
Rest in
boy,
peace
that
to the legend.
Shit.
God damn.
Definitely a pedo, baby.
Motherfucker. Just take on a different.
He looked like he was an
Different
incest
meaning.
baby.
Shit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
said
took it too far.
Shit. Talk about King Cooper.
Say, boy, you
don't
look
look
just
like
like
an
your mama, boy. God damn.
Nigga. He the,
Yeah,
he the baby like
when
he,
they posted it,
your
I
parents
said,
had
"Who
to be
is
old when they
that?"
made you. Like he looked
That
like
ain't
that.
D'Angelo's
Yeah, he
kid.
ain't worse than
That
EJ.
nigga
The
look-
fuck?
Is he worse than
Yes.
EJ?
You've never
Yeah.
seen him before?
that nigga.
You never
Yeah,
seen
good.
D'Angelo's son? Oh, don't worry about it. I got you for the spot.
Yeah, but man, shout out to
got
her,
the-
man. They
never
just
mind. Let me
what
shut
they doing right now is crazy, man. But
That's crazy.
you just ain't got no control over it, man. That's the unfortunate part these days because of the internet.
It's funny you say that too, because I was telling Grits on a cruise 2 weeks ago. I was like, we always talk about a legacy. We want to live to like uphold our legacy. I said, but after about 2 or 3 generations down the line, your legacy ain't gonna have the same weight that it had when you was alive. Look at Martin Luther King Jr. kids. They don't hold his weight the same way as we did when Martin Luther King was alive.
They don't hold his legacy up.
They don't. So is your legacy gonna diminish as more generations come alive and go down the lane?
Because you know the reason why though is because now we're kind of like in a generation where they're calling out fuck shit.
Yes.
You know, when Martin Luther King, when he was, on the rise,
Yeah.
people didn't call out weird stuff that was
Correct.
going on. It was kind of like, oh, sweep that under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of know your uncle is fucking on or being weird with your cousin and ain't nobody talking about it. He can still come to the house. But now it's like, no, you can't come over here.
That's real talk. And I always say,
So-
even with our age range, like our great-great-grandfathers, how much do we know about our great-grandfathers? Not much. So how much can we really speak on them? Because we don't know how much good shit and fuck shit that they
Mine was a
had.
blues legend.
Huh?
Mine was a blues legend.
Your
My
mom?
grandfather
great-grandfather.
played with Dizzy Gillespie on tour. That's one of the best things I could highlight on that end. But honestly,
But I think this is the part where like we have to be careful of all the things we get quote unquote outraged about, right? Because now what happens when the eyes are on yours and your people?
Yup.
You know what I mean? So
yep.
Martin, it's cool. Martin Luther was fucking on them hoes.
But you got a last name to uphold.
It's cool.
Though. You got to keep your legacy intact. So that's more reason we got to bring Shaman back.
I bring what?
Shaman back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's tough too, though. Like when you dealing, are you seeing
Yeah.
him now?
Oh, that's crazy.
Don't he look like an incest baby? Was I lying?
And I think, you know
Told
what?
you.
I, honestly,
God damn it, man. I'm
I
trying to
told
be quiet on
you.
this shit.
yeah, look just like his mama.
He don't even look like her.
Boy, that's his mama.
That
That is Angie.
that look like a mama and uncle baby.
Send me the child support bill. I make sure you sure.
Nigga,
I
that's
think
the wrestler. Henry.
You know what, Eso? That's why I feel like
He said
they
that's
try
a
to.
wrestler.
That's the wrestler. What's the Mark
Henry?
Henry? Yeah.
That's Midian, nigga.
That nigga
A fucking Midian.
Who
No,
has the nerve to remake his dad's song? Like,
he did remake his
boy,
ass song.
that shit was alright though. I wasn't mad at it.
Sing? Is he
No.
I wasn't actually mad at it. But you know what, SO?
you gotta look like your daddy to remake your daddy's song. Don't remake none of his
Hey,
stuff.
SO, that's why I
Leave
feel
stuff
like
alone.
there's a part erasure and there's still part fake hatred for Malcolm. Because Malcolm actually stood on what he believed in.
Yeah.
And he didn't have no dirt out there
Correct.
outside of the shit he did prior to becoming Malcolm.
Correct.
All these other niggas was doing fuck shit, man.
Hell yeah. They didn't even go back
Them
to
hoes wasn't walking with Martin Luther just because they wanted to vote.
Martin
Yeah.
was.
It was fucking on them hoes.
I feel like with Malcolm, like it was really fucked up because he was moving on with his moral compass. Like it was kind of like he figured out some fuck shit that was going on within his own organization, and once he spoke on it, and not even like really publicly to like everybody else, but
Yeah.
once he kind of like started digging into what was going on, he was assassinated for it
Yup.
within our own community.
I could see that.
So
So, you
you
know.
know.
It's crazy. So
That's
when
what I
shit
said.
go.
You got to be careful, man, when we be out here outraged, because then they turn in and be like, well, look, what about yours?
your legacy could be shifted
what I'm
with
saying?
just with one.
And we keep on going down this line, they're going to be like, well, why does Martin Luther King need a day? Why does Martin Luther King need a statue? He was an adulterer. You know what I'm saying?
know?
Are
That type
these
of
real
shit.
questions though?
Because then who gets the statue?
Yeah.
That's
He
Because
does
they
above
all.
moral ground. If
Yeah,
we keep,
everybody got
if
some
we
fucking
keep
shit
going,
attached
if
to
we
him.
keep going down the path,
We got
that
four
we're
heads on a
going-
mountain that we know shouldn't
Was
be there.
fucking
So Martin
around.
Luther King definitely
He can get a day.
deserves a statue.
I'm not saying I am
I'm
or
for all
for
of
against
they
it.
ass
I'm not
getting
tripping.
tattoos.
I'm just saying that if we keep
all
going
want
around,
tattoos.
if we keep going down this path,
Put
that
Rose
we
on a
just
bus
At
gonna
what
keep
point do
going.
it stop? Like,
I don't think it's going to get to a point to where there's going to be a head, and I think we're at that point now where either we got to stop being so offended by every.
But that's the thing. We're in the age of being offended. Like when you think about it, like the way that the past decade has been set up, everybody is offended by everything. Like when you look back to like the 90s movies and like even the 80s, like you look at the stuff that the comedians used to say. Like when you went to a comedy show, you expected, like you were prepared for somebody to say some shit about you, especially if you in the front rows. Now if somebody says something, it's like, oh, I can't believe he said that.
Right.
He's a comedian. He's supposed to say it. It's supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be like a serious moment, but everything is so fake serious right now.
preach.
It's a different time.
Your legacy gonna be whatever
People
whatever
make
it is. Whatever.
Boy,
people
once
make
you
it.
gone, you gone.
You gone, you gone.
That's why I ain't
know,
leaving
you
these
know.
niggas nothing, man. I hope I leave some energy out in the universe that somebody can grasp on and remember what I did. But other than that, everything I'm doing for me.
After about 3 generations,
you
that
gotta
shit ain't gonna
enjoy
matter
it.
no way. Let
Even me
tell
thinking
you.
about legacy. You seen the shit with Black Sam?
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
that shit. With old boy
That old
yelling at
boy.
him.
When we gonna have a real
They wasn't
conversation?
yelling. They
though?
wasn't yelling at him.
When
But they
we
having a
gonna have a
real-
when we
Dude
gonna have
was
a
tripping.
real conversation?
What's the
about
real conversation?
I want to have a conversation.
how corny LA politics is?
I don't
Go
even.
ahead. Let me hear your.
I
take
don't
on
even
that.
know if it was really L.A. politics.
Let me hear your take on
Go
this,
ahead.
cause
And I don't know if a burger stand was part of Nipsey's like hustle, no pun. But
I heard it was fire.
I
Everybody
mean,
said it was
yeah,
good.
but it's a burger. Like I don't know. It's not.
worth it though. Like,
I can't
Hey,
tell you. I can't tell
Hey,
another
say what
man.
you gonna say.
I can't tell
wanna hear
another. I
your
can't
stance
tell
on this.
another man what to do. What
Maybe he
can't
love
do
burgers.
with someone else's legacy. But what I will say is that I feel like LA politics getting really, really corny.
And I got a Crenshaw
Who
shirt.
cares?
Damn it, man.
That's a Crenshaw shirt.
Hillside? I thought that
Oh, my
I got
bad,
that from
my
the
bad. I'm
Cosby's.
thinking of something else.
What is
I
going
had the wrong
on,
shirt
bruh?
on, bro. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's-
I'm
Right,
like,
I'm
this nigga is
Yeah,
drunk.
I just.
I'm like, what? This is a Hillman College.
Nah.
I'm like,
Go
ain't
ahead.
that
My
from the
bad.
I don't know why
Nipsey made
that's
it
at.
to college?
I don't know why that's at
You
the
have one
forefront.
I got a
He
Crenshaw
got- he
shirt.
got-
Say
he got
cool. I
one
thought I
that
had that
color.
one
He
on.
do. That's
Go
why I
ahead.
love
I thought I had that one.
I had that one on.
I don't know why that's at the forefront, but it's corny, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I see it,
I mean,
in the
I had
face
to
of
look
the,
into
in the
it.
face of the West, can't be on his Malcolm X shit, and then and then you highlighting. It's just corny.
can't highlight the super
Is it
gangster
Uchi
shit.
Wally or is it one Mike? That's all I'm asking.
I think we all hypocrites to the core as hard just as being humans. I think we all have duality in our lives. Tupac had it. Martin Luther King had it. There's nobody that's just like straight through other than the story of Jesus has been told. So nobody's been one way. Everybody's had a duality of right and wrong and good and evil in their life. I think Nip had that too.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that one bit at all.
Stop doing this.
It just felt very staged because my thing is, it's like, as two men, y'all gonna be sitting out and be, like recorded yelling. You're gonna let another man yell in your face, like
that's a man conversation. Somebody shouldn't have recorded it.
Like, I just feel like it just wasn't a real man
though.
conversation. I feel like it was something staged to kind of like bring attention to the grand opening. Although, like, people was like, oh, it's negative. People gravitate towards negative bullshit.
That's true.
You're not about to sit up there. I don't care who you are. Like, as a man, there's really nothing like standing between y'all. You gonna sit up there and let somebody punk you on, like?
Yeah, a lot of these niggas is bitches. I've seen that happen in real life.
Though.
Nah,
I don't think so.
Hell
though.
no. Yeah,
like
nah.
if you're really disrespecting his brother, quote unquote, like, why would you be there? And why would you be there and allow him to just yell in your face? Like, what is that?
Because you're a bitch. Like, a lot of men are just bitches.
I feel like it was more like a stage type of thing, because why would it happen on the same opening weekend?
Can we just be honest
For what
and say
reason?
Nip's legacy is not about Nip anymore?
It's definitely not about
No,
Nip.
it's not.
It's definitely not about Nip. I don't think it was staged, because we live in a world now where niggas gonna put all the cameras for everything.
Yes.
Like, if it's a bunch of people around, niggas gonna pull out their cameras, and in the moment, I'm not gonna pay attention to who got their cameras out and what's going on. I do believe dude is just a bitch. Like, it's just a lot of bitch niggas out there. Like, it's niggas who's been slapped, and we seen Nipsey slap a nigga on camera. Like,
yes.
nigga just
Hard.
take that on the chin. You feel me? Like, I think shit like that happened. I think so when I was kind of like looking into it, because I'm like, why would he say? Because he basically was like, if you let somebody disrespect my brother and you didn't stand on the principles of protecting my brother, and he said it happened on the internet, and he was like, well, when you seen him, you should have smashed him. And I feel like, I don't know what Black Sam do in his day-to-day life, but I don't know of a moment when I seen Black Sam smash somebody because of Nipsey. So it's like, you can't control what I do. Like, nigga, that's your brother. I didn't grow up with that nigga.
Yeah.
It's not my fault they killed him. Like, if that's the case, you need to take your ass to prison and go handle the nigga that's finna do 60 years. If we standing on principle behind your brother, that's your brother. You should have been in the courtroom and you should have whooped the nigga out for killing your brother. Or you should have sent the nigga to your brother if we're standing on principles.
And the principle of the matter is, if you know anything about that type of life, under no circumstances, let me say this one more time, under no circumstances, do you ever put out there into the universe that somebody may or may not be, unless you have the paperwork in hand to prove it. Or you will have a problem. And sometimes, majority of the time, that problem turns into what we seen, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's how that shit go. Like, you called that man. Like, for me, it's like, if I'm standing, I'm kind of with Spence when you say the Uchimalia on mic shit, because it's like, and I had this conversation with somebody like recently. Like, if I'm this person that's saying to the community, like, man, these gang politics that we doing, this tripping with somebody behind what they did or something like that, to go and do that after I think it's some bullshit. Now, at this age, you feel me? So now I'm not gonna press certain situations the way I probably would have pressed it at 20 before my kids. I'll just say that way, because before I had kids, I didn't have no reason. Like, if you did something to me. Right. I don't have nobody to raise. I don't have nobody to look after. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's going to be okay.
And this is 1B why niggas didn't take the Super Bowl serious. Which one is it? Which one of y'all want to be? Is it Malcolm X, or do y'all want to fucking... Which one is it? We don't know no more. Yeah. You niggas is just whatever mask helps the internet at that time. That's how we starting to look at LA niggas. Unfortunately,
I just feel like the internet in general has me so jaded, because it's like everything is very staged. So I can't even look at it from a lens to where it's like, oh, this is some real shit. It's like, I felt when I watched it, it was like, oh, so they need to make this seem like he's pushing a hard line on some random person that we don't even know who this person is. I don't.
I didn't.
I don't know who this person is.
Who, Black Sam?
No, I know who Black Sam is. The other dude, and he just sitting there smiling, grinning with his shades on, and it's like, I grew up around like some real shit. You know, I've never seen nothing like that to where it's like,
look at that point.
You know, like
Somebody
once you're
with a
there,
punch,
at
yeah.
that point, somebody you
No, if you-
fighting,
if-
you pulling a gun, like something is
That- I mean,
happening.
that's what
Or
I'm
if
saying.
you got that
Yeah.
much, if you got that much
energy
heat,
and
you're
negative
not
energy,
going to that
you about
anyways.
to get touched right now.
Or you're
that's
not
the
going to
reason
that
why I'm
anyways.
looking at it
or you're not
like-
going. Yeah.
I'm looking at it like this got to be staged. Like this is something to bring a promotion because everything on the internet, in my eyes, is fake.
I mean,
Well, I think the
shit
dude
is
didn't
fake.
feel like he did nothing disrespectful towards Nipsey. He didn't feel like he disrespected Nipsey in any way, and that's why he went
I
because
agree.
he didn't figure he did
Yeah.
nothing wrong.
I just feel
So
like
for-
I done seen people get like guns pulled on them for less.
I feel like that
domino
part.
games and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
I feel like if-
you're out in a full blown like
Yeah.
open area.
If
What?
I'm Black Sam and I'm defending my dear brother, I'm not telling you to leave. And I told you, nigga, no, you supposed to smash that nigga. I'm smashing you to show you what you were supposed to do
Yep.
behind my brother if that's what we on.
Yeah.
So for you to say all that tells me that you're a bitch too, and you deep, and y'all just deep as hell. It's probably the situation. Like you not really about that like
Right.
that, because the Nipsey that we so called knew probably would have just stole on him.
Yeah.
If Black Sam was dead, and he was coming to Black Sam Burger Joint, Nipsey probably would have just stole on him from the Nipsey that we so called knows.
That's my thought.
So to have these long conversations, just winded out, leave the grounds and leave, nigga, you not welcome because you didn't stand on principle for my brother.
I think Black
Black Sam
Sam
would have had to
I
knock
think
me
Black
out. So I
Sam
said,
needs
you
to
ain't
go.
standing on principle because why you ain't with me yet?
I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and figure out what he wants to do with Nipsey's legacy because we don't know what it is anymore.
But wasn't Black Sam the
Facts.
first one to jump off the porch, the one that went to prison for Nip to have a rap career?
Yeah, but is it? I mean, I don't really know the situation, but I'm saying, is his legacy going to be that of violence?
Who, Black Sam's?
Nipsey's. What positivity do you have we gotten since he's been?
I think
Well,
he
he
showed.
had some
I
little
think Nip
clips
showed
that was going viral.
inspiration to people that's come from that area to show that
Wait,
they
what
can
was
make
what
it
you
and,
said?
and do what they need
I
to do
hear
to elevate to the next
he
level
had
and
some little clips
overcome
that
that level of poverty.
Overcome what level of poverty? Them
That's
niggas
to be determined.
Eritreans. They ain't poor.
Nigga, what?
What the
Immigrants
fuck?
don't be poor.
What? I ain't never seen a poor Eritrean. Is that what it's called?
What's funny, I can't even argue with you on that because I don't know you poor rich.
What?
Niggas
They have
having
a
money.
fucking monopoly on the hookah lounges
seen-
out
I've
here.
seen-
That's out here though,
I've seen
but like,
working class.
but like
Working
out in that area, in that space, I guess they go through a level of poverty that we just don't, we unaware of.
Crenshaw and Slauson a rich area? Because that's where they from, right?
I mean, it was a prominent black area at one
At
point in
one
time
point,
in the
yeah.
80s and the 70s, but over time it diluted
Was
down.
it Crenshaw or Compton that was
Compton
white?
was definitely white.
No, that's
That was
that's
white.
South
That was
Central.
white.
Compton was
prominent.
white.
Compton was the suburb.
Crenshaw South Central. Compton was used to
From
be
the
white.
neighborhood that Nipsey's allegedly from, or not allegedly, the neighborhood
South
they're
Central.
from. Is that a that's not a rich
That's a
area,
predominantly
right?
black area. So you got an influence of rich, prominent black people, and you got poor black people in one place because black people was only migrated to that part of LA during the 60s and the 50s.
I don't know. I'm from Vegas. I don't know.
Yeah,
shit
I'm
they
just
got
saying.
I get it.
I'm just saying from
Yeah,
somebody that
yeah.
don't live there.
Yeah.
It's starting to look a little
corny.
corny, and I don't know what his legacy is anymore.
No, facts.
All right.
I just said that because I was bringing up
Who
legacy.
participated in the boycott?
I wasn't leaving the house no way, so it didn't give a fuck to me. And I don't shop
I
at
knew you
Target
would.
no
Of
more.
course,
Wouldn't
of course,
disappoint
Ivan
us.
does.
I only bought
participated.
$7 chicken box at Bojangles.
Oh, you went all the way white.
Ivan, what made you? What made you participate in it?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Any chance I had to not spend no money, shit. I feel like just going outside cost me $20 no matter if I'm just going to take the trash out to the curb.
So you figure a day to not spend the money is...
any reason to not spend no money, I'm for it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You didn't buy nothing.
I do that
Not
every
until-
Friday, shit.
12 o'clock. Not to 12 o'clock. When I went and
Midnight?
got, when I like 12:30 when I went to the
Jack in the Box.
no, the one place 303. That was at 12:30.
So you go to strip club?
No, I did not spend no money.
Damn it, man.
That nigga don't never go to the strip club.
That's all. Oh yeah. So you say you stay in Skinny?
That's not true.
I was working for the man they was boycotting shit.
One of them. One of them.
I didn't call out. You were supposed to call out.
Supposed to call out.
Oh yeah.
Call
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
Really? That was the part of the thing?
Definitely
No, I
don't
don't
get my
know.
money.
Oh, no, that wasn't going to happen. I'll tell you that. I ain't know we supposed to call out. I'm off on Fridays anyways.
I don't
nigga.
know
I
what
think
the
we had McDonald's
stipulations
that
were.
day, bro.
I'm black, but I ain't that black.
You had McDonald's?
I think we had McDonald's that day.
Oh, man, why
Unfortunately.
you ain't go to like Darla's?
What day
Southern
was
Kitchen?
it?
I went to Bojangles,
Do you
nigga.
really want to talk about that?
When was that?
Yeah,
Friday.
I went to
It
the
was
Black
Friday.
Ops spot. I could've went
Friday.
to
What did I
Grits,
do
got y'all
Friday? when I got
No,
off.
y'all like grits either? Y'all like no black-owned places?
Grits was cool.
When I got
Hey,
off,
man,
what did
y'all
I
could've got
do?
some
I think I went to Walmart when I
Hey,
got off.
shout out to the sister Sonny Johnson, and I'm not gonna put this on.
And
nobody.
Walmart was packed. I
But
did go to Walmart
what
after
you're
work.
saying right now is the problem that I have.
Which is
Stop confusing pro-black and pro-democrat.
that's my point. I agree.
I'm pro-black all the way. Okay. I'm not pro-democrat. And you niggas was just in office. Y'all been in office
12 out of the last 16 years.
and a month in to a nigga's new cabinet or new presidency. Y'all want me to boycott? What the fuck am I boycotting?
And
What's the
then
end
did
goal?
you actually see the DEI hires?
We
ones that were
benefit like
walking out.
fourth, and it's black women at fourth.
No, but like the ones that were actually walking out, we have video of them. Like you can go on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like it's very easy to find. All crying white women.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like, who has a DEI job? Like there's nothing in like
yeah.
I don't have anything that where they could say, hey, you're a DEI hire. Get the fuck out of here. It hasn't been in none of my
hold on.
contracts.
So you saying
nothing
we
I
got it
signed
out of
for.
merit and work ethic, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
What I'm
Like
saying
we
is
deserve the jobs that we
Exactly.
have. You know what I mean? It's not like given
have
to
I don't
us.
think I deserve mine, but salute to
We don't
them.
have black jobs. That's why.
I don't have. Well, maybe it's
So
a,
one
maybe
out
it's a
of
little
five.
black, but they paid me a little white. Too,
I
I ain't gonna lie.
I woke up with a job. I don't know what happened.
DEI made it easier to hire white women, trans
And gays.
men and women. I'm not even gonna say gays, trans men and women, and white women.
Do any of us
That's
know
all it
any
was.
trans?
We fight for everybody that don't fight for us.
Correct. It's civil rights.
I
not
didn't
black
see.
rights.
I mean, maybe
That's the
because I don't.
difference.
Maybe because I don't follow anybody, but I didn't see nobody that wasn't black saying they was boycotting.
Not one.
I
So
didn't
is
see
it-
no black
Where
man
was the B?
saying-
Where's the
Yeah.
B in DEI? I ain't see it. All I see is us. And again, I'm 36 years old. I'm 36 years old.
You speaking truth? Go ahead.
No, I'm
Talk that
36
shit,
years
yeah.
old, man. I've lived a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know a lot, but I lived a little bit. I don't know if it's selfishness. I don't know if it's ego. But what is it with our community wanting to be at the forefront of everything? I'm so lost.
Come on, bro.
I'm so lost, and I really don't have the answers to this. Why are we the ones? Even if because I'm not even tripping on nobody saying they was going to boycott. First of all, what are you boycotting? Why are you boycotting? Do you know who actually putting
What's
this
the end
boycott
goal?
on? And why are we the only ones boycotting?
You posted something
And
that
why
made
are we
sense.
cussing each
Why are
other
we
out
listening
for
to
not
Al
boycotting?
Sharpton in 2025?
The same nigga, bro. They just put it out. Even Al Sharpton knew it was bullshit. Why did Kamala Harris have to pay you to interview her? But instead of paying MSNBC, you paid her fucking. She paid to your charity or your nonprofit. Like,
She was paying everybody.
and
It's a conversation that got to be had.
I'm really, really like
Yeah, gotta
have
it's
this conversation.
really, really exhausting. Like it's these niggas. Like we just got out of Black History. Black History Month was just over with. Every time you post some trauma porn or what they did to us back then, it's a 99% chance that what you posting are Democrats doing that to us. How can the same niggas that was pro Jim Crow, pro slavery, pro et cetera, now want to tell me who's racist?
Because they're going to
All these niggas ain't
But
dead.
then they hit you with it was the New Deal that happened back in 19 so-and-so, and then the party switched sides. But I call bullshit on that.
A lot of people don't even know the history of
Per
that.
history, right?
Correct, yeah.
Per history, prior to 1964, 1/3 of black people voted Democrat.
Correct.
So when you talk about, I'm just going back.
Yeah.
When you talk about the Black Wall Street, the Tulsa Massacre, when you talk about those that were enslaved, and you talk about
this is searchable things.
these are people, they were Republicans.
Republicans.
This is easily searchable.
Correct.
Yeah, but how many blacks voted either?
The man who
Wasn't that
created.
wasn't that a huge part of civil rights?
People don't know the history, though.
Let me get to it.
Okay.
I'm saying the man who created Black Wall Street was a Republican. When we talk about when black families were at their best, when they were close, they were Republicans. prior to 1964, only 1/3 of the black population was Democrat. What ended up happening was MLK and Nixon were very, very close.
Yep.
When MLK, I forgot what when MLK went to jail, I forgot which one that was, where they sent him to jail.
Okay.
JFK jumped over Nixon because Nixon felt like he was in a bind. JFK jumped over Nixon and bailed Martin Luther King out.
Okay.
From then on, we started voting Democrat. There are documentaries out there that will tell you that the thought of JFK being pro-civil rights is laughable to those who knew who JFK was.
People don't want to hear that.
So prior to 1964, 1/3 of the black population voted Democrat. After that, it started to creep up, and then it really crept up, and now we're in the 90s. 90% of the black population of us vote Democrat. What do we have to show for it other than them telling us who and who is not racist?
That is it.
That's it. And when you had that conversation, people get all up in arms about it, and they don't want to sit there and defend them.
Yeah, but it's hard. That's a hard.
Yeah, that's a hard conversation. A lot of black people ain't.
It's
ready
not
to
a hard
have.
conversation if you really.
To people that know the history,
prior
that know
to
it, but
1964, how many black people had the right to vote? So we don't have a full picture of what black voting demographics would look like.
It's out there.
No, I'm saying that it's a small sample size because all black people weren't allowed to vote. So we can't say this is what black America looks like because all of black America didn't have.
Prior
When would you say when black people was allowed to vote?
Prior to
Majority.
1964, even if you want to go on one side of the country, prior to 1964, most black people
that could vote
were defined as Republican.
that the ones
Because
that
they
could,
follow
the ones
behind
that had the-
Abraham Lincoln. Like when you think about the prominent.
When you see
figures.
those when you see them in the white hood, when you see the white folks in the white hood, when you see them putting crosses in the fucking in our yards, and when you seeing them blow up the houses, and when you seeing them hanging people, those were Democrats.
So if you talk about 1964, that was 65 years ago.
We are at
We still at 90% Democratic. So we have
With
to
no
gauge the
gain.
rules of like how far as we progress from 1964 to now.
You can leave here and you can Google all this. 90%,
Yeah, that's over half
90% of the black population votes Democrat. And I'm not even telling people who and who not to vote for. I
This
don't
is
even
not that
care about none of that.
conversation. Yeah.
The politics in general is the Real House of Housewives, whatever the fuck. To me, I'm not telling anybody to vote for, but do your due diligence. They can't just keep on tugging on our emotions just to say it. I watched politics every fucking day. And you know what this season was when it came to the Democrats? They didn't call out black women is your backbone. You didn't even Kamala Harris was the nominee. She didn't even bring out the Chucks and Pearls this time.
Nope.
She didn't call out. She didn't say nothing about black women. She didn't say nothing about black men until it became a problem.
Yep.
She didn't say nothing about black people. What they were trying to do was, we know we got the black voter already. So let's get these migrants their rights to
Pro-life.
vote.
LGBTQ.
All about that.
The migrants and pro-life.
Now, nigga, not even a month in, you want us to boycott now for what?
And I think we're at a space now to where we're like so pro-party to where we're not pro-black. So pro-black and pro-party is two totally different things. They're not intertwined as one.
But we keep confusing the two.
I support any push to support small businesses and especially black businesses.
Nothing in Al Sharpton's thing said anything about supporting small businesses.
I was done with
So
it.
it was
They
like no green
fucked over
book,
Ice
no
Cube.
like go here.
Also, I don't know what the original message was. I just was told
All it was
supporting
boycotting.
supporting small and or black businesses, preferably both.
For
No,
one day.
somebody added that. That wasn't his thing. His thing was we are not supporting any businesses that are anti fucking DEI. Well, why are y'all boycotting and posting on the internet then?
Because how else do you
Yeah.
get this job?
They did the same fucking thing.
The DEI on
there
Facebook,
is there is no such thing as a comfortable revolutionary. Either you're gonna do it or you're not.
How do you get the word out without social media though?
Text message. We all know everybody.
So you
It's
gonna
word of
text-
mouth.
You gonna text every nigga
We talk
in
about word of mouth in every other business and black business. How come we can't talk about word of mouth on that?
So-
Shit, we can't do that because a lot of phone companies don't support the DEI either.
That's true too. That's
are
a
we
good goddamn
supporting
point.
the
I never
DEI?
thought of that.
Why
That's a good
Why
point.
are we supporting the DEI? Like we
Why are
don't
we supporting
benefit
DEI?
from it.
We're like the fourth or
We
fifth
do not benefit
beneficiary
from that.
down the line.
I don't know. I mean,
Can anybody say like
I
I've been?
support-
What's the end goal?
I specifically benefited from the DEI program. Nobody in this room. Nobody can say that.
I support Father's Day, and it's like the 26th most important holiday.
Boy.
But I think that's our. I feel like that's our problem. And as I'm getting older, I feel like that's our problem is that we want to support everything, but not even just. I'll support y'all from afar. It's like I'm gonna support y'all, but we want to be at the forefront. That's an issue.
No, I kind of feel
Preach,
like
bro.
I kind of feel like since the election, I feel like maybe it's just me, but we have kind of done a good job of feeling like, nah, we voted the way we wanted to vote, and everybody else voted it a totally different way, so we gonna let y'all have it. Kind of, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong. Politics isn't my thing, so I could be speaking as the outsider looking in. But I feel like that's kind of been the overall the overwhelming message that we've gotten from black people as a whole. Like, okay, y'all voted for this nigga. And now y'all reaping the benefits of it. We cool because we've adjusted to what how life in America really is for black people. So we're gonna be okay because we know what this shit really look like. Y'all are kind of finding out what this shit look like now that y'all done voted against y'all own best interests.
So
How are we finding out that? I'm sorry. Go
So we're cool until it's time to do a quote unquote boycott. Like, why are we still? I mean, everybody done voted how they want to vote. So why are we still boycotting? We should still be able to patronize and move however we want to move.
What?
If
Trump in office?
everybody else has voted
About
that way,
6.
a lot
Less
of
than
white
60
women
days.
have voted that way,
Over
and
30.
they have benefited from the DEI program. Why the fuck are we boycotting to support a program that
Don't benefit us.
doesn't benefit us?
I guess it's kind of like the way I received the message was we're supporting this day. If we're not supporting big corporations, we're supporting smaller businesses. That's the way the message came to me, and I'm behind that 100%.
We should. I feel like we should support small businesses on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
Like it shouldn't be that. But
There's
the message
no
that I
black-owned store to go
got,
get no drawers from.
the
though.
message that
you
I
gotta go to Walmart at some point.
Shit.
but the message I got is like I'm not going 10 toes down behind a white woman that's benefiting from a
absolutely-
program
absolutely
that
not.
is supposed to be designed for black people, and we don't even reap the benefits.
Al Sharpton started
not
this,
doing
right?
it.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Why are we listening to Al Sharpton 2025?
I didn't get the Al Sharpton version.
What the fuck?
I didn't get the Al Sharpton version, so maybe that's just again that's a me thing.
The day
Is he still perming his hair?
The day it happened,
The day
Al
he stopped
Sharpton.
perming his hair, that's when he deserves some
day
gonna be outta here.
support.
The day it happened, Al Sharpton took a bunch of black men
Went to Costco.
and went to Costco and said that they were going to support Costco because Costco still has their DEI initiatives in place.
Bruh. He could have went to
That was the
Mario's.
day it happened.
He could have went to Mario. Well, Mario's never mind.
I just
Mario's
don't
is
understand.
definitely owned by his
I just don't understand why
The Hamburger Hut.
we want to be at the forefront of it all.
I don't know. I just like I said,
It's not our
brainwashing,
responsibility.
bro.
It seems like we've done a good job since January, whatever, to kind of be like, all right, y'all can figure it out on your own. This kind of like
Until it's time to do a boycott, and then we cussing each other
Niggas
out
like
because
boycott.
We ain't even
people
6
ain't-
months in.
Niggas like
The man
boycotts.
got 4 years.
They just released another poll. It did go down. No, it went down because we said it last week, right?
Yeah.
And then it went back up. So
I
it was
think-
at 52%. It dropped down to 46% last time we was here.
gonna go back
It's
up.
at 48 now.
I think it's gonna go back up after the Ukraine situation.
It was
Oh,
at 48% now.
Zelensky?
Just another poll just came out
I
today.
think it's gonna go up.
Well, CNN has them at 48%. Has him at 48.
We trust CNN.
No, but for them to come out and say he's at a 48%, that
Yeah.
tells you that the
But he
real
said that
world
in his-
looks a lot of this shit is
And he
bullshit.
said that in the beginning, like, it's going to get ugly a little bit for the first couple of months before it get better. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the first 6-7 months just going to get real ugly and fucked up. Ride it out. See what it do. We did 4 years of Biden. That motherfucker wasn't even coherent.
Dead. Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, weekend at Bernie's. This motherfucker wasn't coherent. So
telling me- you
what's
telling me
60 days?
Six
Like, what are we
weeks.
doing
6
here?
weeks in, we talking about what are we? We don't even know what we boycotting.
At least he trying
We
to
don't
end the
know
fucking
what's-
war in Ukraine.
Eggs being $8.
Boy,
Eggs
the
is how
part that's
much?
irritated me is like the whole traveling thing. Like
The
they
traveling
keep
is crazy.
reporting on these planes that are crashing, having to do emergency landings, and as if this is not something that has been worse in the previous years.
And that's media. That's
That shit
that's
is crazy to me.
media manipulation right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they fucked me up by not showing niggas flying because y'all telling me these this shit been happening.
Yeah.
Yes, if you look at the stats, it was
Look at the
actually
stat.
worse in the previous
It's the
years.
lowest this year has it been in the last 10 years.
I hope niggas keep
Was they
not
paying them
flying, 'cause
niggas?
I kind of want to.
They just never marketed it.
That means plane tickets gonna go down.
They didn't market it this
When
year.
nobody, when I was flying to Colorado during COVID, nigga, them plane tickets was $40 round trip.
Yeah.
There wasn't nobody on the plane. Like, I don't know how this motherfucker gonna take off.
I gotta fly from
saying,
5 minutes
though,
away.
Plane tickets $40, so fuck it.
Y'all saying these planes been crashing?
They've been
They
crashing.
just doing more
Have
massive.
people
Worse.
been dying?
worse. Yeah.
Worse.
So they just saying they just not
a nigga
letting
here and there.
It's more media marketing.
Bro, when we say,
That nigga here, there,
I know
that's wild,
we used to come in here because I remember one time we was podding and Skinny was like, "Bro, are you ever happy?" Right? But when we say everything is political, bro, everything is political.
The media.
So now you're hearing it more now because
The media is
Trump
pushing
Trump is going through all of these.
So
He's going
because
through all
Trump
these
in office, we
organizations.
want to
The
So it's to
layoffs,
say
the
They're trying
he's
to-
cutting shit, right? He's cutting shit, and part of the reason these plane crashes are happening is because he's cutting shit. That is the political narrative.
And, it's
And
not
then
true.
they don't even talk about how like Trump got the bill approved to where there's no tax on tips and
Yeah, they said that's false.
overtime.
They
And
said
all
that's-
that.
they
Nobody
said-
never talk about
They said
that.
it didn't happen. I was told
It didn't
that,
happen?
I was told that didn't not happen. That's
I didn't
a
read
falsehood.
into. I didn't look into
Probably
the
too
bill
soon.
yet. I didn't
But
look into
it's
the bill.
kind of like the same thing. Like when you think about when crazy shit happens on the strip. They don't
talk about
see it
people
on
dying
you don't
on the
see
strip.
it in the news.
Yeah.
You don't hear about somebody getting murdered on the strip all like that. Like
But
they
we know
kinda,
niggas
like
get
buried
murked
under.
and robbed on the strip. Yeah.
Exactly. We know that that's a known thing, but because it's bad for business, you don't hear it like in the media. But right now they're amping up the reporting on the crashes and things like that. They're not even taking it into consideration.
Like we just not reporting deaths. Like that's
No, they're
crazy.
not. If you look at the
Look at the stats.
it's
I
been
gotta look at
worse.
these stats.
Years
And then
the
some
years
of them are
before
like
now have been
private
worse.
planes, some of them are or commercial plane jets and whatever. It's just how they frame it. They do it to like appease to whatever they want to go with, the agenda.
I just, man, again, man, I don't care I don't care the way people vote. You know, that ain't really mine. Even if you decided to boycott or you didn't decide to boycott, it's just know why you're doing it.
That's the whole
And
thing.
know what I'm
don't
saying?
be a victim of groupthink. Like
Man.
that's the part that kind of like throws me off. Is like when people talk about like, oh, back in the day, blah blah blah, we all stuck together. No, a lot of people got left on them on the fucking plantations because they were afraid to leave. Like the rebels are the ones that were speaking up against what the norm was. Like it was not the majority. Like, you know how we try to romanticize it. That was not a thing.
I always say we got this false. We have this false. We got this false narrative of what unity looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like great events happen, but that doesn't mean like everybody was on the same accord ever. I mean, even if you go back all the way to slavery. The field nigga and the house nigga. You go to the civil rights era with Rosa Parks, and she wasn't the original lady. Her fucking husband had a car. She just had the complexion. She had a lighter complexion. She wasn't dark skinned and she wasn't pregnant and she was older. They co-opted that entire thing to fit a narrative. It worked, but she wasn't the original lady.
Yeah.
But that is Rosa Parks' story. You have Martin Luther King and Selma and voting rights in Alabama. There was already movements out there that was heavy on the rights of black people and the right to vote. Martin comes out there and co-ops it. Now all of a sudden he's leading a march in Selma. These are things that's out there. The Black Panther Party. Everybody knows about how the Black Panther Party got fucking split up and J. Edgar Hoover tearing that up, and you got snitches and you got assaults and you got assaults on women and rapes and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The Black Panther Party. The Nation of Islam. I don't give a fuck what the Nation of Islam does for our people. There are some people that will not fuck with them at all. Not just because of what the shit that their leader was doing, but you assassinated your own. One of the. You did that.
Because you felt like he was getting bigger than the organization.
But events has happened. We've had a black president, whether you agree with his policies or not. We had a black president. Tavis Smiley, and Cornel West were the first two men to come out and say, yeah, he black, but what are you going to do for us? Our community shunned them.
Yep.
Shunned them. Damn near blackballed them.
Travis Miles, do you have a?
No, you haven't. Although
He's
he
the
came
only
out.
black radio station now in California.
Obama came out and blatantly told us, I'm not just the president for black people.
Yeah. Dr.
Like he
Deshaun
made
is
that
on
very
Tavis
clear.
Smiley's
So it was
radio
like,
station.
okay, yeah, I'm black, half black, but I'm not just your president. I'm president for everybody. So it's like,
But what I'm
okay.
saying is events have happened, but rarely, if ever, will you always get everybody in the black diaspora on one accord. It's just not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
So we have this. Even now, there are a bunch of groups out there that got 10 toes on the ground, and we ain't even brought up the black church yet. They
I
got
feel
10 toes on the ground, but it's all small fragments. But it's still people out there doing things. We just have this false sense of what unity looks like, as if everybody's just on this fucking hill, just side by side. That'll never happen.
Boycott
No.
black
Ever.
hair care stores.
Why you gonna do that?
The beauty supply?
Yeah,
Because
we
they're
don't
not
own
black
them.
owned.
They're not black
They're
owned.
not black owned.
Boycott all the black hair care stores. If you really
I just,
want to make
I
something,
feel like
people need
it's
their product.
super
Are they not supporting the
unrealistic.
DEI?
No.
They're not. It's just super unrealistic to expect everybody to be on the same accord just because they all have brown or black skin. Like it's ridiculous. We all have different values. We have different upbringings. Just because you think something is benefiting you,
But if you
doesn't
let
mean that
people
it's
sell
benefiting me
if
as
you let
well.
people sell a narrative, they're gonna say that white people stick together.
No, they
Black
don't.
hair sticks together.
no, they don't.
Yeah.
Only the top 1% in the world knows what true unity looks like.
If y'all look at white on white crime, you will
It's
see
84%.
immediately.
It's 85%. It's
you will
higher than
see
black on black crime.
immediately that they're not on one accord.
Yeah. 'Cause
It's
crime is
not. It's
based
just
off
it's a
close
community
proximity.
thing. It's not about race. It's not just because we all look similar. That no.
Hey man,
We
white
don't
and
have the
white
same
trash
values.
are two different things.
White on white
Very
crime is
different.
higher than black on black crime.
It is.
you
It's a
look at
community
Putin,
thing.
It is.
Is he Putin?
Man, I don't know what this nigga got going on, man. Hey,
So wrong with
He
that.
got a bladder infection.
hey.
No, I'm just kidding.
Man, his depends ain't on too tight. God bless him.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I've been good, man. Hey, I watched this morning. I watched the Pharrell documentary. I don't know if I'm late.
Was that the cartoon shit?
The Lego shit? Yeah, I watched it this morning. I fuck with it. It's on Peacock. It's I think it's called Block to Block or Build to Build. But that shit hard, man.
Where do you got him as one of your top producers?
After watching it, because it's a musical.
Okay.
So all
was a
the
crazy
musical
shit.
songs
This
are
nigga-
like
yeah, I know.
Pharrell shit. I'm trying to detour for this shit. But outside of like, honestly, it's a musical. So it's all Pharrell produced music.
Yeah.
It might be one of the best.
Oh, I said that was dope. I
documentaries.
already said I
yeah,
watched
that shit live.
Where you got Pharrell at?
That shit dope.
Now looking
Producers.
at it as I looked at it this morning, so now I'm like, it might be recency biases. I might got him in the top 3.
That's crazy.
I got Pharrell in the top 3.
Pharrell
bro.
top 3? I got Pharrell probably just off the dome by top 15.
Nah.
As far as what?
And the only reason I say I got him in the top 3, he transcends past rap.
First off, why are we saying Pharrell and why are we not saying the Neptunes?
The
Why are we acting
Neptunes.
like they wasn't the?
That's
big
why I
part
said
of
when
it?
I said Pharrell, that's why I said top 15.
So I
have him in the
learned
top
I
15.
learned this. The song Frontin', he was supposed to give to Prince. He gave it to Prince. Prince rejected it, and then he went and did it himself.
I mean, as far as Pharrell go, I would say all his R&B shit hits way harder than his. I don't like no Pharrell rap. I got him right under Swiss Beats as like terrible niggas when it come to rap.
Really?
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
That was a Snoop song.
What?
That's a Snoop song. Nobody is
He
thinking
produced
about
it, though.
him.
We thinking about the
yeah.
production.
Yeah, I mean, production wise, Pharrell might be up there. This documentary made me realize, all right, maybe
Wow.
I'm not giving him no
Pharrell. I've
clips
been
work.
shitting on
I'm not
Pharrell.
giving him no clips work. I'm saying
He don't have no
Pharrell as
he don't have no
a
clips work.
Pharrell as a single guy.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Neptune.
save that
So
part.
let me rephrase it. So Neptune's as a production company,
Top 5.
top 3. I might got them in top 3.
5.
And I had them as top 10. I might got them in the top 5.
That's great.
Because during the duration of the movie, I started hearing songs that they produced. Them niggas got some hits.
Top 5.
Who you got in your top
Yeah,
five?
top 5 not bad.
Top
Producers?
5, 8.
Yeah.
Top 5 for the Neptunes
That's
not
right.
bad.
Neptune's top. They might be top 5. They might be top 3 if I think about it.
That was kind of during the era where like producers
They
were
had.
kinda
They got
highlighted.
hits, bro. They got
Producers
hits.
were really
that movie
highlighted.
reminded
Should
me.
we start
like,
talking about Virginia more than a lot
VA?
of these niggas?
So do you got to go Timberland, Teddy Riley, Pharrell? That's
Teddy
VA.
Riley is
That's
from
a VA.
VA?
Yeah, he from VA. So that's a top. That's a VA Timber. That's a VA.
I got Timbaland top 3.
So you got Timberland top 3. Where you got Teddy Riley?
Teddy Riley's up.
It's not hip hop.
The fact that you said Virginia didn't say.
So you got VA. I think VA might be top 2 as far as musical influence.
Oh, you talking about musical influence?
Yeah, VA might be right there.
Up there.
They right there with Cali and LA and New York. I mean,
Cali? You putting
Cali
them
might
up
be
there?
under. Cali is on influence production wise, like beat wise.
You got Quick and Dre.
Yeah.
Who else?
Mustard.
Man, come on, man. What the fuck? Okay,
Rick
this
Rock.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's move
Rick
on.
Rock, Mustard, Battle Cat, Dre,
The Rick Rock beats, yep.
DJ Quick.
I give him Battle Cat.
Okay.
Them 5 producers
Battle
from Cali right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, Cali
Are they
sustained just off
but
of
are
that.
they influential or is that just
That's
like
debatable.
a regional?
That's why I say they in the
because that's
running.
like a region. Like for the region, yes, absolutely. You would
That's-
put them
that's
up
one
there, but
state.
Influential.
Oh, they do got the one dude. He from LA. That's a cheat code because he just came out and said he's from
Who?
LA. I didn't know.
Hit Boy.
No. What's the white dude that did used to work with Prodigy and all them all the time?
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Yeah, they
He's
got
from
Alchemist. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cali sustained for the whole West Coast. And that's unquestionable. But I will go Cali, New York, VA. VA might be there, and you know I'm a Southern nigga.
You're not
so.
even gonna say nothing about Atlanta. Atlanta kind of like
Organized Noise, JD.
You just threw organized noise out there like they was just some small fucking.
but I'm saying like they're.
That's a
No,
good
I'm
point.
saying
That's
when
a
he
good point.
just did that, he just kind of
Hey,
like threw him out
I
there.
forgot
Like,
about Atlanta.
Atlanta,
Shit.
like even with like Jazzy Faye, he had a little moment too.
Okay, so VA top 4.
Is
VA
Baby
might be
Artist?
top
well, no,
4.
he's not a producer.
I got
He's a
VA up
songwriter.
there. I got
VA up there, low key. If Pharrell, Missy, Timberland,
I mean, just
and Teddy Riley.
Teddy
that's-
alone though. Like Teddy influence.
He had a whole swag. Like
he ain't hip hop though.
he's a
Are
new
you
Jack
just you just
Swing.
talking about in general?
Why we
Hip hop
not-
and
why-
R&B.
Why is he not? Why Teddy not?
Why would
is
VA
Teddy-
not be there?
No,
If
why,
we talking hip hop and
wait,
R&B, it's Atlanta. It's
on.
Georgia.
Why is Teddy?
If you talking
not
about hip hop
R&B?
and R&B, it's Georgia.
He said
Are you
from the
serious?
Midwest.
Why is Teddy not R&B?
Why is Teddy not R&B?
I said Teddy's not hip hop.
He's not
He's
hip-hop
hip-hop and R&B.
I mean, why he's
If
not
you saying hip hop and
Rex and
R&B
Effect.
as a totality is Georgia.
So where does New Jack Swing
Are
fall?
we gonna act like Rex and Effect didn't happen?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Blackstreet?
All them niggas is from. You got what? You got Organized Noise. You
Keith
got
Sweat?
You got Dallas Austin. You got Dark Child. You got all them niggas in Georgia.
Dark Child from Atlanta? Is he?
I don't know where he from.
I thought he was somewhere in
I
Georgia.
don't think
I
he's
thought
from
he was from
Atlanta.
Texas,
I
so.
thought he was somewhere else. I don't think he's from Atlanta. Atlanta give you a run for the money. I ain't gonna lie.
Atlanta is up
Atlanta
there.
might be number 1. I don't want to admit that in this argument.
Atlanta is
But
If you
outside
saying
of
hip hop,
there.
if you saying hip hop and R&B,
If we do hip hop and R&B, I would go honestly. I would go Atlanta, New York,
for
VA.
R&B,
Hip hop and R&B, a combination of both. I will go Atlanta, New York, VA.
Why do we keep saying New York? Like, who are the prominent New York producers?
Who's the New York people?
Because we've named
From what,
we've named
hip-hop?
producers from everywhere
Like,
else. We've
Man,
You
I
said
say
R&B and hip hop.
Who are
So,
the New York producers?
RZA.
Yup.
boy,
Diddy.
Okay.
well, we're not gonna do that now. We're not gonna do that now.
boy.
We ain't gonna do
Okay.
that now.
All right,
Puffy.
and then what else happened?
What's my
this week?
man's now from?
Like, what?
What's my man's now?
What's your social media handle?
One of the greatest producers of all the time.
Knock it
From
I hate Wu-Tang, but I'll be like, hey,
you got Premier.
I
You
don't
got
fuck with Wu-Tang, but I was gonna ride with
Hurricane
Wu-Tang on
we said
this.
too.
Hey, Wu-Tang,
What do we
nigga.
do?
Hey.
No, you got Premier. You got what's my dude that was in the
Premier
group with
from Houston.
that made Reminisce Over You. Pete
Rock.
Rock. Come, what are we?
Hip-hop-
Rob Salin.
I'm not discrediting New York. I don't never discredit New York. Easy Mo
You
B.
niggas is smoking.
Yeah, New
Big
York.
dog.
New York in the run in the conversation.
Well, we know if Tank ain't involved. He don't know nothing.
Listen to the name. Like, how much
New York is in the conversation. I'll give you
How
that
much
one.
Easy Mo B music are you listening to?
Pop.
And
Nigga,
name a
all
song.
pop, all big shit.
You don't even listen to the old Pac. You listen to the West Coast Pac.
We're not
Nigga.
listening
No,
to
I
Big
don't.
World.
I'm big on
You playing
Pop.
Brenda's Got a Baby right now?
Nigga,
This is
come on,
crazy.
bro. I don't want to pull out my
What-
phone.
what record was it?
Nigga,
What
Easy Mo B that
What
nigga.
record was it?
I don't know who the fuck a Easy Mo B is.
Like, oh, come on.
What we doing here? What we doing here?
DJ Premier. Where the fuck are you listening to DJ Premier records at? Name them. What are they?
Hold up.
What are DJ Premier records that you hear outside that you listen to in 2025?
Easy Mo B to produce some shit, bro.
And what is it?
Who the fuck
Let
is
us
Easy
know.
Mo B?
So put us on.
Who is Easy Mo B?
DJ Premier.
No, Easy Mo B. Put us on.
Oh,
So
hold
the
on.
Easy Mo B shit.
Dude, y'all
That
I
came
know
out
it's a lot
recently.
of
Nigga, the fact you
Put it
scanning
on.
through all them songs and ain't none of them songs been won.
We
is
are
crazy.
This is
listening.
crazy.
We're listening with an unbiased ear. Put us on right now. What did he put?
And y'all
on?
getting help from the table. Like, come on, like what the fuck is
Like
going
y'all
on,
can't even
man?
tell us right off the top of your head. Like this is this.
Easy
See,
Mo
now,
B,
that's not cool.
You ain't never heard Easy Mo B name outside of that one time Pac.
Hey,
This is might be the first
Oh, did he
time
do
I heard
Temptations?
it, but I don't
Drop that shit. Was that
Yeah,
Easy Mo B?
that's he gonna be.
Okay.
What song is that?
He did a lot of Ready to Die. He did a lot of Biggie stuff.
he did it all.
Oh, yeah.
One of the main guys at Bad Boy.
Oh, I'm cool. I'm cool. We don't never
He
mention him
produced
again.
majority of
That's
Ready
fine.
to Die.
I don't gotta mention him.
Y'all crazy, man.
Give me the loop. Damn, he did produce half the goddamn Biggie album. The what? Ready to Die, Warning,
When was the
Machine
last
Gun
time you
Funk.
played Ready to Fucking Die?
All right, so Easy Mo B may not be a good.
Who else? You said DJ Premier. Give me some DJ Premier songs.
He from Houston, so that counts as the South. If we want to be real.
Okay, cool.
I
So
thought
who else?
DJ Premier was
besides
from
Diddy?
New York.
I give
He
you
from
Diddy.
Houston, bro.
Who else?
He did Party and Bullshit by Biggie.
So nothing since 1994.
He did Flavor in Your Ear.
Come on.
Oh.
I
Okay.
fuck with Flavor.
You should
Yeah.
have stuck with RZA.
He did The Brat, Give It To You.
Boy.
God damn, man. Come on, Special. You help me making me fuck.
I'm just. He got Heavy D. I Got Love for You.
Oh.
He did 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
damn,
2,
man.
3, 4, 5. He did 6 songs on Ready to Die.
That we don't even revisit. Okay.
He did Tupac Straight Ballin'.
That wasn't the Tupac song I wanted to hear.
He did If I Die Tonight and Temptations by Tupac.
Hopeless. Now this Mr. I'm homeless himself.
All right.
Oh, he did Nas Life Is Like a Dice Game. Shout out.
How did that song go?
That's crazy. He did Running. He did Running by Tupac
We're not
and
gonna
Big.
discredit our legends right here, man. Hey,
That's cool. I just sound like he
Oh,
don't got that
Premier
on the
is
charges.
from Texas.
He did My
He was
Block.
born in Houston.
Tupac
He
My Block.
migrated to New York.
All the
He
B-sides.
like
Oh
corrupt.
my God.
He was involved with all the B-sides. Okay. He was
cool.
there. He's like one of the niggas that was in the studio that was just there smoking weed and was like, yeah, put my name on there.
I'm standing by RZA.
So he said
About RZA?
So he haven't produced nothing
He
since
did.
Zach and
He
him
did.
graduated high school.
Going back to Cali and I Love the Dough. Notorious B.I.G.
How do I love the dough?
Hey, Spence, I left this argument. You on your own on this one, bro.
What?
Just,
I mean,
can
real
we
with
just take New York off the list? New York's not
He
there.
got. It's a lot of New York work over here, bro.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
okay.
I'm gonna go
Nothing since
Atlanta.
95?
I'm gonna go Atlanta, VA, LA.
I mean,
I'm trying to
even,
see
even
you.
when you talk VA go past hip hop. Every
Hip-hop
producer
and
that you
R&B.
think of, they go past all that though.
Yeah.
Timberland went heavy pop.
So they pushed the envelope.
Neptunes
farther.
went heavy pop.
I got Pop Timbaland over R&B Timbaland.
I'm with you.
I'm with you on that.
I
I'm with
agree
that.
There's
I
some
agree
shit
with
out. He got some shit
Nelly
out there, dog.
Furtado.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went
Justin Timberlake.
they went heavy everywhere
Yeah.
but hip hop. Actually,
Yeah, he's
But
in
that's
that
because
Big
of the house
Pimpin'?
music influence. Like they're like really
Their
big
ground
house
basis
music
hip
out
hop, and then they migrated past hip hop.
Okay, so VA had a nice, solid, strong run. When does their run stop, though?
When did it stopped?
It'll never
After
stop. as
Pharrell
long
did
as-
Happy.
It'll never stop as long as Chris Brown is out there.
Yup. Ooh,
He's a singer, though.
ooh.
He's a singer. He's not a producer. He's a singer. He's a writer.
We're talking about musical influence.
No, you
First
said
off,
we talking about. We're talking
Chris
about
Brown for
Production,
bomb.
hip hop, and R&B.
Y'all got Chris Brown fucked up. Chris Brown's from
I think Pharrell Happy was the last
Bro,
one, and we
Fruit
seen how
Town.
big that
Fruit
really
Town.
was.
Chris Brown is from the
Fruit
Dude.
Town.
He's from Dude.
Town.
I thought he was from Fruittown.
Bumpton.
He from Fruittown Bumpton.
Chris
Yeah.
Brown is from VA.
He from
Fruittown
Fruittown Bumpton.
Bumpton.
He's not a
Nah, he
producer.
from
He's
Bumpton.
not a producer.
Big B's.
So to say California has less of an influence than Virginia,
I think
Sounds
Mustard
crazy,
is kind of
'cause
like.
Mustard is
he's
We're not going to
like
keep
top
on
right
doing
now.
this, bro. Stop bringing up him. This
Why?
is that's recency bias.
Who, Mustard?
Yeah.
Mustard had a string
Mustard
of
got
hits
a-
on the
Mustard
radio.
got a list,
Not even Kendrick.
He passed that. We got
LMA is
recency
like,
bias shit.
man,
I gotta
LMA
give
is-
Mustard some
He
Back
credit.
on the
signed
radio.
LMA.
Yeah, but
LMA
he's
ain't from
been
here.
working
He's
with her.
producing
He's
her.
producing
He's
her
the producer.
music.
Mustard's the only nigga that didn't go on
He
the Dr.
got more
Dre
than
tree.
he got more than a decade in, so
Yeah.
he got like.
So we can't.
he's not under the Dr.
discount
Dre
Mustard
tree.
because
if I got more than a decade in, I gotta have some type of.
Mustard's hits was from like the early 2000s though. I'm not saying he's been putting out bad music.
We in
but his hits was-
2025.
Then he got I beat the pussy up and all that.
How
the
do you discount
jerking
that?
and
That
shit.
was a big song.
Yeah.
LMA has a new song on the radio.
Right now.
Right now.
Little
That shit
things.
hit too.
Nigga, not like us.
So
not finna do
Mustard
it.
counts.
What are we doing? We're not gonna discredit Mustard.
We can't
No,
not.
no matter
take
how
him
you
out
want
the
to decide how his music is, hey, you got to give the board some credit.
California is
I feel like because
California's
he
been
can
on
do
a run
overrated
since
region when it
mid-80s.
comes to
No.
musical production.
Are you serious?
Yes.
California.
Are
California's
you
had a string
serious?
of-
They got the
If
best
you
producers
take away-
in hip hop. Period.
If you take away all them niggas just sample heavy.
How you figure? Did Rick
What
Rock
the
sample?
fuck is
I don't know what hip hop is
hip-hop
though.
in general.
No, all their music is like.
No.
I don't think I've ever heard an original beat from the West.
Rick Rock don't have no original beats. He don't sample. Besides,
Well, Mustard said that he don't sample.
Mustard
He
don't sample.
replays.
Yeah, he replays it. So I don't know if that counts. I don't
Sampling
know if
in Spanish.
That's hip hop.
It's
Okay,
the same
okay,
thing,
cool.
Yeah.
So,
he
Take
yeah.
Rick Rock, Mustard, Battle Cat, just them three, and I ain't even going to DJ.
I don't know why you
Quick
said
and Dre
Rick
and all
Rock.
them.
You could have went to DJ Quick
You
before
go,
you said
go to
Rick
Rick
Rock.
But my thing is,
What
it's
did Rick Rock do?
when is it okay to sample?
We beat
Because
the
it's
rap-
always
Well,
Rick
when
Rock
you
had what,
listen-
3 years? 3 years of prominent like.
He's a
That the world
forefather of the hyphy movement.
He ain't
When
the
you
face
listen
of it.
to
Lil
all-
Jon is.
When you listen to all of
He
Diddy's
is too.
productions,
When you
all of
play
Diddy's
hyphy music,
productions is
It's
samples.
one of them too.
When you play hyphy music, 99% of the time it's going to be a beat that
I
Lil
call
Jon
bullshit.
That's
made.
disrespectful.
Okay.
Rick Rock right there second.
Tell me when to go,
Stupid gets
bitch. Shake that monkey.
That's considered hyphy or crunk.
I'm just saying, when people go to that era, those are the songs that they play, and
But
those
you
are
can't
Lil Jon
discredit.
beats.
But you can't discredit Rick Rock on that though.
I don't think the people that.
When is the last time you actually heard hyphy during a hyphy set outside of my man's that died?
We be the rap, but he be the lock.
Who is that?
That's Rick Rock.
That's Rick Rock.
That's E40.
I don't ever hear that song when they play
Yeah,
it. They go
Oh, shit.
they go straight to
Yeah,
tell
area.
me.
Area
Like
all the
that,
time.
yeah, you hear
You
that.
go like D-Lo?
And if you want to,
you play that shit, it's time to go.
I love that shit.
but Spence, if you want to be real, Rick Rock was born in Alabama. He's from Birmingham.
Boy.
I'm glad you took that nigga out the West. Out the
Anyway, but
California
the
discussion.
whole conversation
That's
about
cool with me.
sampling, like, is that even a real argument? Because
It is a real
it's
argument.
not though. Because when you
Yes, it
listen
is.
back, when you listen back to
Everybody
all the
sampled.
shit that came out like early
Everybody
90s
samples.
that Diddy was involved with on the East Coast. Samples,
But this is the reason
everything
why-
is a sample.
this is the reason why-
they take the nostalgia, they take the how you are tied to those original songs, and then they put it back into recency bias, like you
Yep.
said. Like every producer does
But
that.
when
They
you go-
take some shit and they remake it.
When you go to
Except
the
mustard.
foundation of what hip hop is, that's why a lot of musical heads don't look at hip hop as a real genre of
Ooh.
music. Because it's all based on sampling.
So if it's not a real genre, it's been sustainable for 50 years, then what is it?
One of the most influential musical genres.
The most popular.
I don't know if
How
it's
You got to
could it
give it some
not
credit
be?
at some point in time.
Hip-hop
It's
is
the
been
culture.
around for
I think the
50
culture.
years.
I think the culture of hip hop
It's
is
samples.
influential. I don't know if the music itself is
The
influential.
origin is based off of sampling. So you
Yes.
have to
That's
keep
why
that
a lot of
going.
musical heads don't look at hip hop as a real genre because it ain't nothing but really
Where's
a
the
bunch
poll?
of
But
remixes.
50
Where's the
years
poll?
and dictating what
Where's
the
the poll?
influence is,
Who's
at some
saying
point you got to
this?
give them credit.
I've heard a bunch of musical heads that doesn't deal in hip hop say that they don't respect it as a real genre of music
So they
because
respect
it's
Lil
all
Richard.
sampled. It's remixes.
Everything was remixes.
Yeah.
When you even
That's
think
not
back-
true. That
yes,
is
it was.
not true.
Even when you
That
go
is
back
not
to
true.
even when you go back to like
Bullshit.
the
We grew up with bands playing
No.
7 minutes of the song before the music
people
started.
were
That was
singing
in the
Jamming.
70s.
What we talking about?
People were singing the same songs over and over again, especially with Motown. Everybody, they kept singing the same
crazy.
songs. They not even
not gonna
not
do
even
that.
They did
sampling
covers.
it. They were doing covers. Everybody was
gonna do
singing the
that.
same song until it took off.
I ain't
Whoever
finna
it
do
took
that.
off,
That's true.
that's who who was
You
notable.
won. Take the other nigga down.
That's
You won.
Motown, and Motown made music for white folks.
And how long-
Yes, they did experiment with their music, but
That's worse than a sample.
Yes.
I'm not disrespecting the Rick James,
No
the
disrespect to none of them.
motherfucking at this time the
Marvin Gaye.
Princess.
Still,
Marvin Gaye.
No, we give them
Motherfucking-
respect. We give them their flowers.
Like, I ain't
We're not
fucking
saying
that.
that. We're not discrediting
That
what
was
they're doing.
that is why they call it real
Wasn't Rick
music.
James sampling?
None of that shit was sampled.
Rick James was
You
sampling.
said hip.
Rick
You said
James was
Motown
sampling.
made.
Sampled a lot, but he wasn't sampling.
He wasn't. Yeah.
What we talking
It was the
about?
funk. It was the groove.
Come in and play it, but he wasn't sampling.
Sly Stone, nigga, man, y'all better quit playing.
So, but
what we talking
How
about?
often do you listen to Sly Stone?
Hip hop
right
is
now?
built
A
off
lot.
of that though. So
When?
hip hop is built
You
off
can't-
of
Because
Because
I ain't
work.
never heard Sly.
you can't
Please
discredit.
tell
You
me
can't
the song.
discredit it. If you speak on any hip hop producer, that is what hip hop is built off of. So sampling is a part of hip hop.
Hip-hop is
That's
street
what it's
urban
built
I
off
think
of.
we're having two different conversations. I'm
Hip-hop is
saying
street urban
the
culture built off the
culture,
voices.
the culture in which hip hop comes from
street urban culture
Is-
built off the voiceless.
is influential, not the music itself.
It's the voiceless. They have no choice but to sample. They're the voiceless.
But I can understand why people saying it is not a real genre
what that
of
means.
music because it's just remixes.
Hip-hop-
It's not original music.
Hip hop is street urban culture personified through
Some
street
of it.
urban culture from the voiceless. They don't have the voice to say what they just, so they sample shit because they had no voice. It gravitated to a time to where they had a voice, and now they dictate where it goes.
Yeah, this
That's
shit.
one.
I feel like you
That's
can't
one
just
small
discount
box
it
of
because
music.
of a
This
sample.
some shit he
though.
heard from a crocodile in Alabama.
No, this is straight shit. It's straight, but it's real shit though. What? Hip hop comes from the street urban culture.
If that's what you're saying, there would be no J. Cole. There would be no backpack rap.
That's why J. Cole and Drake is not considered hip hop because they're not from the voiceless.
When J. Cole ain't been considered hip hop.
Y'all think J. Cole and Drake is hip hop?
We didn't say
We didn't
Drake.
say Drake. We said
Okay, so
J. Cole is hip hop.
Based off of what?
Based off of the fact that he first was coming out rapping on fucking, he was a backpack rapper.
So just because you rap, you're hip hop?
Jesus Christ. SO.
Are we serious though? Oh, no, let's have a discussion. I'm ready for this. So J. Cole, just because the motherfucker can rap, he's hip hop. He didn't
Yes.
live the street urban culture. It's street urban hip hop culture for the voiceless.
Okay. Who personifies hip hop to you?
Kendrick. Honestly, much as I dictate and talk shit about Kendrick and all this blackity black shit and all this,
What is happening today?
Jay-Z is hip hop.
Wait, I have a question. Wait, so
Okay.
what's the difference to you with rap versus hip hop?
So the difference between rap and hip hop, you have to have a certain level of how you live, how you personify your life, how you carry yourself.
What?
A motherfucker can be white and be from the suburbs. A motherfucker be white from the suburbs and rap because they rap.
Like
people
Jack
would say
Harlow?
they're hip hop.
Nigga, Paul Wall is hip hop, nigga.
Huh?
Paul Wall is hip hop.
Does he come from street urban hip hop culture?
Yeah.
What the fuck
So
is
he's
street hip
hip-hop.
hop? That sound like you describing some jeans.
No, it's a difference. It's a difference. You can't be middle class and not live a struggle
Are you fucking
and
serious?
represent hip hop. How? Eminem is hip hop because he come from a trailer park white poverty culture. Hip hop comes from poverty. Hip hop can come from an upper middle class. That's my question. That's
Rap.
really what I'm saying.
Rap.
Who? What upper middle class rapper comes from hip hop?
What's the name? He rebranded himself. What's the name? It's not Hit Boy.
Young Bird.
Young Berg. Yeah.
He rebranded himself.
Hitmaker.
Why did he rebrand himself?
Oh, because he told
He was the music.
a bunch of black women.
So where's the level of urban
Hitmaker
street culture
was
that
hip-hop.
comes from Youngberg? And we look at, and honestly, and I ain't trying to shit on Youngberg, but we look at Youngberg different.
That was Hitmaker, and he came
Or
from.
Hitmaker.
he
That's
came
only
from
because he
money.
keep getting his chain
That nigga
snatched.
came from money.
So that goes from urban hip hop culture.
Why do you keep
That's a street urban culture to that shit. It has to have a level of street.
Oh, you gotta put that on some G's.
No, this real shit though. It's the voice of the voiceless. Hip hop is from the voice of the voiceless.
The voiceless.
Whatever.
Voiceless.
A voiceless.
The tequila is talking to me, so forgive me if I'm saying some left field. But I'm being real though. Like, y'all laughing at me, right? Okay.
A voiceless.
I'm hopeless. Okay, so the same reason we love. Okay, so
This is why we don't allow liquor
so
on the
fair
set.
point.
This is why we
And I
don't
say this
allow
straight.
liquor on the set.
So Pac come from poverty. Biggie come from poverty. All these rappers that come from poverty, they're
Nigga,
from
a
the streets.
voiceless.
They're street level. They come from the voiceless. They're the voices of the streets. If you come from a higher upper class, it don't work when Taylor Swift try to rap. It don't work when a goddamn Paris Hilton try to rap. It don't work when a privileged motherfucker try to rap.
What about Bad Baby? Bad Baby and Alabama.
But they don't
Barker,
do rap
they doing
though.
good?
They do pop music. That's a different
That's
genre.
not, no, they hip hop.
So what? So
They got a
what?
whole
So
rap
what?
beef going on right now.
So what? Upper class. So you know what? I'm drunk, man.
I get what
You get what I'm saying, though, right? So what? Upper.
Okay, you New York selling.
I'm New York certified. Am I? Oh, y'all going for the producer conversation, right? Okay, so even from when. So
my
what?
God.
So what? Upper echelon, high class rapper sustained in rap?
Ooh, I'm voiceless.
Shit, nigga, I'm voiceless.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but when you try to, okay, that's why we look at Drake different because he didn't grow up like a
He
Kendrick.
voiceless.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. What is happening?
We don't look at Kendrick the same as we look at a Drake. Because Drake come from a middle class, we see his lifestyle, we see his upbringing. We like, yo, we don't believe you. Like, you don't come from a struggle.
Came from our urban.
Huh?
What is it called? Urban what?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This nigga took a whole bathroom break. Oh, shit.
I had to go grab my keys.
You can't gentrify hip hop. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's the urban hip hop culture.
That's the best way to say it. You
So
can't,
basically-
you can't gentrify hip hop.
So you saying if you didn't grow up broke, you're not hip hop?
No, what I'm saying is you got to go from that. You got to come from that lifestyle to
hip-hop
understand.
You got to come from
Hip-hop.
broke.
That's why alcohol
So
is
not even broke.
It's not
Not even
allowed
broke. Just that
on
lifestyle.
What is the lifestyle?
Street urban culture.
Oh my God.
Okay, five
I know
elements
the
of
five
hip. Yeah,
elements
we
of
know the
hip-hop.
five elements of hip hop.
Rapping, DJing, graffiti, beatboxing, the street.
So where does Drake fall in the lines of that? Correct. So
did-
graffiti
Where's
is
the
eliminated.
poverty at?
B-boying is eliminated because nobody.
You didn't mention poverty. That don't count.
B-boy was in
Where's
the
the
Olympics.
You see the nigga goddamn breakdancing.
It was in
and
the
shit.
Olympics.
Nigga, when last time you walked by a nigga breakdancing?
I'm saying though, it was in the Olympics.
That don't mean shit. So it's goddamn snowboard, nigga. That don't mean shit. We last time you see the
voiceless.
nigga breakdancing in the middle of the street.
Oh my God.
I'm voiceless.
But that's the thing, though. You have to come from that
Okay.
culture of street urban culture personified through art.
What do you mean? What is street urban culture? You got to be broke? Just say that.
No,
with it.
no, it's not broke. Hip hop is street urban culture personified through the arts.
Okay, what is
Nope.
what is street? What is street?
Street urban. You have to put it together. Okay, so street urban, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to explain this shit.
No, you got you drunk. We didn't get shit.
So okay, so
Vince, where you at? We need you to reel this in.
Oh,
A little crazy.
so a nigga is so
enjoy it.
let's take this to Vegas. Let's take this to Vegas,
listen
right?
I am thoroughly
So we're
enjoying
going to Vegas,
myself
right?
right now.
So a nigga born and raised in Summerlin, he just want to be a rapper. You gonna consider him hip hop?
Yeah.
Why?
Why
He was raised in
not?
Summerlin,
What do that mean?
the upper echelons of
So
Summerlin.
because this nigga not broke, he's not hip hop?
No,
That's what
he's
you're
not
saying.
street.
urban hip hop.
Nigga, why? It's streets in Summerlin. It's streets out there. I've been to them. They got hella streets.
They got hoods in Summerlin.
Hey man.
They actually do. They got niggas that think they gang bang out there.
All those niggas who come from, all those niggas that come from other streets that migrated to Summerlin, or them niggas born and raised in Summerlin and become street.
I'm voice.
It don't matter where you at to
does
be hip.
matter.
Yes, it don't.
It does matter.
How? Because all you saying is if you're not broke, if you didn't come up broke,
No, that's
you
not
can't
what I'm
be
saying.
hip hop.
You have to have some type of element as far as coming from a street urban
Which
culture.
originates with poverty.
Of not even poverty.
Oh,
Not even okay.
It's street urban hip hop culture.
You got to be broke. He keeps saying you got to be broke, but he don't want to say you got to be broke.
No, you're not gonna be broke. No. No, I'm not even saying that. Okay, so
You saying you
With
can't
no
grow up in
voice.
Summerlin, which means you can't have a little bit of money.
T.I. kids can rap about hip hop and it'd be cool.
Yes.
The money is hip
The
hop.
money is like the big.
But that correlation,
money is hip-hop.
But their correlation to the streets is their father.
It's another one that like look like Frank
No.
Ocean. Like he dressed like him and shit. He nice too. He got 2 kids out
But the
there doing that
correlation
shit.
to them being connected to the streets is their
He the
father.
producer.
Same with
No, we don't even know Damani.
don't
Damani
even
is
talk
far away
street.
from
Totally
that.
different, right?
Don't nobody look at him like T.I.
But
He's
don't
son.
even
giving his quote unquote hip hop
They
because of his father.
associate him
No,
more with
we
J.
don't.
Cole
His
than
mom's is
T.I.
broke.
So okay, so the same goes for Will Smith's kids.
Yes, if they decide to be fucking hip hop.
Street urban.
They
hip-hop
rap.
culture.
They had a rap album.
Who?
Jaden and Willow had a rap album.
Willow did not. Jaden did.
So Jaden is hip hop.
Baby, you can't touch that. Okay.
Yes, just like the little nigga in Japan is hip hop.
So what is hip hop then? So anybody. So hip hop
Voiceless.
hip hop has a low barrel entry level. They have
Yes.
a low entry level of entry.
Yes.
What?
Really, I'm
Yes.
drunk.
Yeah.
Hip hop rap is the entry
Yeah.
level to other things that you
So
want to do.
anybody could become a rapper.
Yeah, it's the entry
Yes.
level.
Why
So
not?
why we not gatekeeping hip hop then?
We don't.
We don't
What
get
is what is Eminem?
So that's
If
the
we
problem.
gatekeep-
So that's the problem. Why
What
it's
about
going
Jack
on the
Harlow?
decline. We don't.
If we gatekeeped hip
So
hop,
is
it wouldn't be
Eminem
none
not
of
hip
them.
hop?
Eminem is hip hop because he come from a street level. It's just on a white trailer park.
Because he
Poverty.
broke.
No, it's from a white
Just
trailer park level.
say you have to be broke to be hip hop. Because
You
Eminem,
don't have to be broke.
that's what you keep
J.
saying.
Cole,
though.
I don't think J. Cole was broke.
You
His
just said
mom
he
was
not
on
hip hop either.
drugs. He said his mom.
So
was
you
on
say
drugs.
everybody who's not broke is not hip hop.
And to make my argument, I might have to take
gonna have
back
to
what I said
regroup.
about
All
J. Cole.
right.
But
We gonna
but
bookmark this, y'all. We gonna bookmark this for
And so,
tomorrow.
and so, where can I find you at, man?
no. Fuck that. No. Okay.
So by that metric, is Kid Cudi hip hop?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
He not broke.
He's never been broke.
His struggle, his upbringing, where
What's
he
He
come
almost
from.
killed because he's a mental.
Where he,
Yeah,
come, where
mental
he came
issues.
from.
Where did he go?
Where did he
His
come from?
upbringings.
His upbringing was pretty decent.
He from Cincinnati?
Cincinnati's pretty grimy. If that's what we going.
What was his economic status growing up?
Jesus Christ.
It was a middle class family.
Oh, we didn't know.
That nigga got a daddy? What you mean he got a
Okay,
daddy?
Nigga got a daddy?
So with that,
He's automatically
so with that same
disqualified.
token, y'all saying Kanye ain't hip hop then?
Kanye is hip hop. What are you talking about?
According to your metrics, Kanye is hip hop because he was broke.
He was broke.
Okay, so Kanye
And he only had a mama.
How was he
And
broke
he
when
was a
both of
single-
his parents was college professors?
So since I had a daddy, do that mean I'm not a hip hop?
No.
You are
exactly-
absolutely disqualified.
No, it's the
You're
economic status of how
You're
you
not,
was
'cause you
your
had a daddy.
upbringings. Your upbringings determine how you is hip hop.
And your daddy was in music
And
too.
he loved you, nigga?
He loved you.
You're disqualified. You're disqualified. His was
Your daddy loved you?
His was some house music, nigga.
Nigga, your daddy showed
taught
you
you
some shit.
something?
Okay.
Oh,
No way.
you disqualified.
Okay.
That's over with.
What was your question?
Okay, my question is this: since you say somebody had to be broke, how broke is it? Like
I didn't say broke. I said
He's not saying broke.
I didn't say broke.
He's trying to.
It's the voice of street hip hop persona through arts.
Oh.
do they need?
What's the arts, though?
The arts is the five things of hip hop: rapping, DJ, b-boying, graffiti, and yeah,
Who is breakdancing
Wait,
now?
wait, hold on, wait. So, wait,
street urban culture personified through the arts.
real quick. So Jazzy Jeff is not hip hop.
Yes, he is.
Who?
What makes Jazzy Jeff hip hop?
Street urban culture personified through the arts.
Y'all.
Had a very good family.
That shit
A very
the
good
beginning?
lifestyle. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You sound like a white marketing.
All right, this about to go viral.
All right, yeah.
All right,
Jazzy Jeff had a very great family.
And so, man, where can they find you at, bro?
I am S2DO on Instagram and X.
Skinny. Jesus Christ.
Street
The
urban
liquor ain't talking
hip hop culture certified through the arts on Instagram.
Okay, but real shit. Hey, if we really want to be real, that's the problem with Vegas rap. If we really want to kick that shit down the real,
Because they not doing graffiti.
No, it's
or
street urban culture
breakdancing.
personified through the arts.
Niggas don't break dance.
Personified through the arts. We know it's hood
niggas
Vegas.
stop
I'm not
breakdancing.
discrediting that. It's hood Vegas culture, but at the same time, from the outside looking in, they don't look at us the same way.
Because they ain't breakdancing no more.
You're not finna disrespect the Moulin
No, I'm
Rouge
not.
like that.
No.
We had the Moulin Rouge.
The Moulin
nigga.
Rouge was popping for less than a year.
Oh.
And then we had Jackson
6
Street.
months. 6 months.
Jackson Street was popping for how long?
Nigga, for a long time. What you mean by that?
It
You
was
up there for 20
I get
years.
that. I get that. No, I'm not knocking that. I said on the outside looking in, they don't look at us the same way. That's our issue if we talk about Vegas hip hop. It's the culture. It's the culture that we
Street
embrace.
urban hip hop.
It's really because they
It's
was
personified through the arts.
The
It's
streets is
really
who took
because
in
they
fucking
wasn't
Sammy Davis Jr.
breakdancing.
That's why we
They
have Sammy
wasn't
Davis
breakdancing
Jr.
enough.
The thing right
Right,
there. On,
but the fact that the Moulin Rouge had so
streets
much of
of
an
Vegas
impact
is
in
what-
less than a year, that shows how much
That was
impact the Moulin Rouge had. It's the Moulin Rouge
That's one of them
streets.
views moments. right
fucking
there.
yes.
How's the Moulin Rouge streets in that time?
Nigga.
In the
what?
60s and the 50s.
Skinny. Where can they find you at, bro?
What?
This nigga is
Don't bring no more
tripping.
alcohol. Say.
How is the Moulin Rouge?
I love
It's the
streets
only
bringing the bottle.
it's
Skinny, where can they find you at, bro?
It's the voice of the voiceless.
black owned shit in the world.
Moulin Rouge is the voice of the
Hey.
voiceless.
Skinny JR 777 on Instagram.
Man, y'all gonna do me like this, man. I can't go out like
You did you like
Ooh,
this.
yeah, y'all can find me at Shayna_Candy everywhere.
I'm off social media right now. So
He
Boy.
boycotting that too, huh? I get you.
Yeah,
Real
nigga, you
boycott.
deactivated your Facebook.
Real
Yeah,
boycott.
He'll be back. I'm overstimulated right now, so I'm taking a break.
Real boycott.
You can't find
Tequila,
me at,
urban culture,
voices.org.
Bonafide.
You know what? I'm done, bro.
Find me at voices.org.
I'm voiceless.
I ain't gonna never be able to hear Tupac the same, bro.
Y'all acting like the Source magazine right about now, huh?
Hey man, y'all can find me at Just Call Me Spence, man. Views from the 7 on everything, bro. I'm voiceless.
Views for the
right, we up
views
out
for the underscore. On Instagram,
View 7
views for the
Network. We up
underscore.
out here.
Oh, TikTok, View 7 Network. We go, man.
And so you was on your ass is crazy.
This episode is called On Voiceless.